So, people, we got a few minutes for Meg to set up the thing because she said she was gonna, but she didn't. So, Meg, how's it going?
Set up the map. That's all I need to do, which if you would rather just tell me.
Well, I can walk you through it right now.
An
This is going to be good
XP
news.
on A, B, C, and D.
Correct. So, basically, this is all listed in the Eye of Ulos. We're going to be playing through Roleplay Adventures. We're going to say hi to everyone in a minute.
Hi,
Good
everybody.
morning. Good evening, that is. I shouldn't say good morning. We have Ice Blaze, we have Srubme, we have Quaildan, we have George, we have all the usuals here. Thank you all for being
It
here.
might be morning for some people.
It might be morning for some people. It's if I've learned anything, it's usually evening or people falling asleep at 3 a.m.
I was gonna say that is morning for I'm 23.
Loosely.
I believe it's early morning.
We are playing through the Eye of Ulos. We're going to come back to a second. We'll be all chatty in a second. I'm just going to help Meg set up over here. So if you go to the first page, it goes through all the setup stuff. But what you need to know, Meg, as far as over here, I'll just point this out directly. We're going to have 5 XP on A, B, C, D, and E. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Yep, I did that already.
Okay, we have Slivers. How you going? George will fight in a second. Then, if you want to grab tokens, and you don't need to do this because we're using mine as the base, but I have tokens 1, 2, 3, and 4, although I don't actually know the order. They're just shuffled up, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can grab any tokens just to represent the fact that there's a thing that we explored or not, but the number's not going to matter because we're going by mine in general. Oh yeah, Srubme pointed out, wait, what is Meg wearing? That is an interesting conversation. We'll get back to that in a second. Then, we will take our party marker. Now, this one I actually don't know what the book said.
I love how it's so normal for you to see me and stuff like this that you didn't even say anything when I came on with it.
I forgot. Well, this specific outfit, you wore this at WSBG, you've had it on, dozens of, videos and things, so this one I'm kind of used to. Also, I've been here for, 5 minutes before everyone else, so I did comment on it. I was like, oh, nice outfit, and then I moved on.
Well, you didn't.
I absolutely did, Meg.
No.
Oh, I absolutely did.
I'm calling you out.
Oh, it's pity that part wasn't recorded. Our party marker is going to go on...
Anywhere we want. I think that's when you read it and you decide where to go.
Place your party marker at location A. Yes, which is generally where it goes, but we're going to be in the barracks down here. And then that's all you need to do to have the map set up. So,
I believe it's pronounced barracks.
Barracks. Barracks is exactly how it's pronounced. Hey, Ricky, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, you can come say hi. You want to see what Meg
Yay!
is? Meg is currently a Murloc from World of Warcraft.
Yeah. I'm wearing a Kigu. Kigus are giant.
They can only see you if you're over here.
Pajama things.
Yep, there you go.
It looks adorable. It looks adorable, ridiculous, and very comfy.
Is it adorable?
Is. All of those things, completely agree.
Ridiculous and comfy. Yep.
It is very comfy.
Cool. Anyways, so we have all that part set up. We have the Murloc costume handled. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. We have a dark rift, which I guess is the Eye of Ulos. I don't know what's going on here. We got terrible, horrible things happening.
Also, just to continue, I'm going to try to be in costume every day in October that we stream. This is me being in the laziest costume possible, but I will get better closer to Halloween.
I too am in costume every time we've streamed. This Halloween.
Yeah, you're a serial killer. They look just like everybody else.
No, I was an accountant last week. I'm a lawyer this week. Next week I will be a...
Gamer.
What will it be?
Gamer.
A gamer. Ricky says I'm going to be a gamer the week after.
Nice.
Yeah.
You look like you could be a sports commentator, honestly, with the coffee and the shirt and then the headset. It's because of the headset. It's you could be live news of some kind of sport.
That's right, John. And coming up at 11, how to defeat Murlocs at dinner time. And moving on to you, we'll see the weather at 10, George.
I love how you said sports and you did news.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm making it up as I go. It's all fine.
Wow.
Okay.
We're already off to a great start.
This is an absolute start. Ice Blaze, that's sick, Meg. Bring back the pirate costume, Alex. Oh, that's a callback. Meg, did you ever watch the video I had where I dressed up?
I only saw pictures, but I also have a pirate costume, so we could do a pirate night.
I've dressed up in 2 videos. Ice Blaze, bonus points if you can find the second video I dressed up in, or if you know it. I've dressed up, to the best of my knowledge, I've only ever dressed up twice. One time was a pirate costume when I was reviewing Feed the Kraken. The other time was a gameplay. Oh, that's tricky. Maybe it wasn't on my channel, but the review was on my channel. The gameplay was on Quacko's channel, but I'm pretty sure I was dressed up for the review, but I might not have been. Now I'm not sure. Interesting. I don't remember whether I dressed up for either or both, so one or the other, but there was a gameplay and or a review I dressed up as. Anyways, George, obviously not a very good lawyer. You aren't wearing a suit. Yeah, I like the way I look in a suit. I do own suits. I like the way I look in a suit. I don't like the restrictiveness of it. Like it's a trade-off. I look shiny and pretty, but also I'm constricted. So there's that. Ice Blaze,
I like
not sure either.
pajamas.
Pajamas are much better.
Pajamas rule.
Yeah. Now, I will say, for those who want to check it up, the video in question, because Ice Blaze does not know, the video in question, and again, it was either the gameplay or the review, I don't remember which one, but it was Scarface. I dressed up a bit like a newsie in Scarface. Okay? There we go. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this. Before we do, Meg, anything to discuss? Talk about schedule, things, whatever?
I love how you bring it up to me as if it's my fault that you're not gonna solo on Sunday.
Wait, what happened? What did I say?
I came across so guilty immediately. Just that you're blaming me for the schedule change. Not even a change.
How did that happen? Did I say? Is there any? I think I said to you anything to discuss, and you're like, I like how you're blaming me. I think that's the conversation we just had.
You said the schedule. We won't be streaming on Sunday. I won't be here. I will be at Ren Fair, and by the time I can stream, it's too late for Alex, so we are both not streaming. And actually, are we streaming next Tuesday?
Tuesday night, I should be. I'll be hopping online Tuesday night. I'll be available.
Okay.
I'll be online by 8, so like by 7:45 even. So we have plenty of time.
Jay Smurf says Meg is looking a little green.
Meg is indeed looking a little green. So yeah, Tuesday night we should be on for regular. Sunday we'll be skipping, and then we'll be back on Thursday as well. So Tuesday and Thursday of next week we'll be on. At some point we may be doing an extra stream. I don't even know how this conversation started, but apparently it started in my Q&A and moved over to Discord, where people are trying to guilt us into an extra stream. I'm totally down for the concept, but I also think we're not regular enough as it is. But I'm totally down for the concept. If we pick a time, Meg, I am in. Because the real question is, the Crusader has no charisma. That's correct. The Crusader has no charisma. You're not wrong. The real question is, would we anyways partially flake here and there? Or, meaning, if we schedule another stream, does that mean we actually do stream more just with a small amount of flakiness? Or just we just can't sustain it? I don't know the answer. I'm happy to try or experiment. There are plenty.
In the Discord.
Yeah.
I think what I said in the Discord was that we could do random days that we do just extra stream. So like this week where we're streaming less, if next week at a random time we're like, we're gonna play this game anyway.
I'm totally
then
down.
Just like throwing it on and doing like impromptu streams. But I think that's the better idea, to just do it when we have free time if we're playing something.
I'm absolutely down. We can either pick one-shot games or we can pick like a specific campaign game we use for the impromptu streams.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, wait, Eric FHM, what is your Discord channel? Eric, I will go link to that in a second. Meg, do you want to talk about potential, no actual plans yet, but things about YouTube and do we even want to talk about that yet?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
unsure. There are
Cool.
potential plans coming and happening.
Just to be clear, because you and I might not be on the same page when we're talking. I'm talking about the fact that we may end up like dual streaming to different platforms. That's all I'm referring to.
So we can't do that technically, that we would have to stream straight through YouTube. We're considering maybe streaming through YouTube instead, or for different things, or testing it with certain things, like certain nights.
To clarify, I believe we could stream to both platforms at once, just if we do, we can't be a Twitch partner. You have to give up the Twitch partner aspect, I think.
Then maybe that.
Yeah.
That may be true.
Either way,
That I have no idea. I only adjacently kind of know some of the rules.
Yeah, for context, probably the mic would go away and do this. For context, we're still figuring it out, but we are looking into options for a variety of things. We'll talk about all things. Let me get
George, I don't know if you can post links. I also don't know how to share the Discord, so... Yes, Mifa was here. She was being very needy. And now she's gone.
Okay.
But yes, also, regardless, soon, hopefully maybe like by the start of next week, Alex, I don't know when. I don't know if I should say that. See, now we're just like riffing and talking about our plans in front of everybody. But we will regardless have a YouTube channel with all of our backlogs. So if there's early days that you missed or things you want to go back and look at, there were a few very fun streams when I was in Cleveland.
The
That
Cleveland
will be
streams are
all
definitely...
posted.
So George, I just put the link in the Discord if somebody can copy paste that. I for some reason can't post a link right now. It wants me to log in. Even though I'm streaming, it wants me to log in. So if somebody else can post that link, I just posted in Discord. It's in the general lounge. But anyways, yeah, some of our favorite streams. Hey, Jerry, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, some of the most insane streams have been when we were together in Cleveland. Speaking of which, actually, in early October, not early October, it's early October now, in late October, just let me log in. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, either way.
He's going into Discord for us.
I believe as an affiliate, you can't stream simultaneously. Yeah, something like that. Late October, I'll be going down to Massachusetts, so we should have some more Chaos stuff. And this time, I think you have that battery thing, so we should be able to have options.
Yeah, we have a lot of options. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to post it.
Okay. Link coming soon. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and 15 minutes in, I guess we can finally start. It's so weird, by the way, because I know you said we should start, but I'm not going to. I remember... Well, so when I was watching... When we first said we were going to start doing Twitch, I remember looking up Gloomhaven streams.
This is one of those nights I can feel it.
I remember looking up Gloomhaven streams, and I remember one thing that I couldn't understand is the person who was playing Gloomhaven. And they were like 20 minutes into the stream and they hadn't started yet. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, how is this a thing? Like, why are you still talking? Why don't you start the stupid game? Who's here for the conversation? And now I'm like, let's just spend 27 minutes talking before we start playing.
You're older and wiser now.
I just think I just understand the nature of Twitch more.
Yeah.
Shall we begin, Meg?
Is there any other news that we want to go over?
We could talk about some of our YouTube plans. We could do that.
Oh, no, I think we shouldn't be crazy. But what we can spoil, can we say what we're going to be playing when you visit?
Absolutely.
That has to do with this?
Yeah.
So, I can just say it now. I'm afraid to say it out loud.
You can just say
say it.
Roleplay Adventures.
I can't even. Gulpax's Secret?
Something like that.
We're going to be playing the new expansion. So we're going to get to test that before the Kickstarter.
To be clear, I do not believe we're going to be streaming that. I believe that we're going to be playing separately. We'll probably have review content of it. We will, of course, be streaming it when it comes out down the road. But I don't think we'll be streaming the expansion now. We'll be just playing it together ourselves separately.
And though, right after we play, any stream after that when we're playing this, like, we can talk about it.
And
be like...
Absolutely. Yeah. And Dan, I'm with you on the warm-up thing. I'm with you. I just didn't understand what Twitch was. I thought Twitch was play the game. I didn't realize Twitch was hang out with your friends. Different conversation entirely. Anyways. Can someone do the Meg break counter? Where's the break counter? Are we breaking Meg already?
No.
So, let's go ahead and dive into this. This is the Adventure 4, The Eye of Ulos by James Ryan. Your adventure begins.
It's like we're class and we get to, like, we're opening our books together. Everyone at home, turn to page 1, 2.
Open up page 2. After a long night in Undercity, purging an outbreak of vampirism, you return with commandos... sorry. I'm sorry. This is going to be one of those nights. One last thing. Doing the setup, it said, just for the record, just to inspire people to... What?
So funny, I love it.
I
love it.
It said doing the setup, just to inspire those who want to play through this game again or understand how different the game is. It says, if you have the title infected, reveal Discovery Card 102 and place it face up next to the journal. We don't have the title infected. We did not get bitten. But had we been bitten, we'd already be, as even part of the setup, we'd have different things happening.
We did.
What?
Get bitten.
We did not get bitten. What you're potentially remembering is towards the end of the scenario, I started reading the thing as if we were bitten, and then I was like, nope, wrong thing.
Maybe. Okay.
Erica Vegem. Tom Vassal received the prototype for the new Death May Die season today. Are you going to get one? I didn't realize they had more than one floating around. Fun fact, remember how I mentioned that I'm going to visit Meg in October, I believe October 24th? That day, the prototype is coming to Cleveland, and it's being filmed with Quackalope, but then it's being left behind for me so that I can cover it when I'm back. So I should have prototype coverage before the next campaign, probably somewhere around late October, early November. Yep.
Oops.
Scrub me. Are you as cool as Tom Vassal? No, I'm getting a prototype that's being passed around. Tom got his own prototype. Then again, I got 15 years to catch up to Tom, so we're doing just fine. Anyways. Okay. Where are we? Let's start this off. I love Tom, by the way. Tom was great. That didn't mean to come across as snippy in case it did. We spent, Meg and I actually spent, 3 hours in Vegas pretending to play a game, but just talking to Tom. It was lots of fun.
Way to brag about it.
Yeah, just wait, I want to flip my hair. It's like, no big deal. Yeah. Okay. So messed up. After a long night in Undercity, purging an outbreak of vampire you return with Captain Zalek and find the capital in a state of unrest. An explosion shakes Terran's arena and you hear screams spreading through the streets. While your commander fears a Dragool assault, you know a different group is behind this violence. Surely the Starlit Door are carrying out their plot to attack Sabek. Suddenly a second boom shakes the city. Streaks of purple energy crackle in the sky, opening an interplanar rift to strange heavens and the red moons of another world. Your commander turns to you. No rift can form without an object from another plane, he says. Some foe or fool has opened the King's Durgolium chamber and left its treasures exposed. You watch as the rift expands downwards, slowly approaching Sabek Palace. We have much to do, says Zalek grimly. First to the arena, and then we seal the rift. He charges off, expecting you to follow him. To your right lies the Temple of Ulos, looking peaceful in the morning light. You remember the temple is circled heavily on the Starlit Doors map in the city. Place your party marker at location A. This is going to be the giant curse of like purpleness that we have going on over here, and now it's time to start making options. A barracks. If there's no XP at this location, otherwise collect the XP. We have the XP. We have for our first XP over there. Before you leave, you are greeted by Minthork the Minotaur Gatekeeper and his partner Shortup, who are arriving to work at the King's Guard Menagerie. They both look up in awe at the rift in the sky. You know, Minthork says to his mate, I've been reading up on prophecy since the invasion started. Listen to this. You shall know my time is nigh when red moons float through Sabek's sky. You can't get more specific than that. I don't know, says Shortup, scratching his head. Could mean anything, really. While the Minotaurs debate ancient verse, you find an old pry iron leaning on the wall of Minthork's shop and decide it might come in handy. Reveal Discovery Card 89. Ooh, Meg, we got Discovery Cards.
Right away, we're getting stuff.
89. Okay. Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. It's all the way towards the end over here. 89, we have the pry iron. Okay. I'm going to put that down over there. Shuffle the familiar deck. Ooh. Meg, do you see what you said? Shuffle the familiar deck. Where's our familiar deck?
Oh, I got it right here. I prepared because I think you told me this was coming.
I believed it was coming. I didn't actually know it was coming until... Do I have a familiar deck? Where's my familiar deck?
Oh, we can use mine.
Well, we could, but where's the familiar deck?
They're purple at the bottom.
Purple at the bottom. There we go. I got my familiar deck. Thank you for that. That was helpful. Okay. We have a familiar deck. Shuffle the familiar deck. You can shuffle your familiar deck. It's totally fine. You want to shuffle yours? We can do that.
Yes. Yes, I do. I want to
place
touch them all.
Reveal 3 cards, Meg. Reveal 3 familiars and tell me which
Are
ones
we
you
just
have.
going to get them? Read the rest. Tell me what happens. Tell me the rest.
Place them face up to the map to create a market. While at location A, you may buy cards in this market for their price. If your King's Guard is 2 or higher, which it's not, the price for each card is decreased by 2. If you buy a familiar, add its card to one player's hand and add the matching familiar die to the dice bag.
I want it so bad.
Okay. You tell me which familiars you have, and we're going to go ahead and reveal them.
Okay. Oh, the Jackalope was the first one.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We got a Jackalope over here.
Then the Blood Badger.
The Blood Badger. They're adorable. Okay.
And then the Fire Imp. I don't like this one. Can we veto him?
If you want a cheat counter, I'm totally fine with that.
Let's make a cheat counter. He's so ugly. I'll just take the very next one. But I don't want anything.
You still get a cheat counter. Who's the next one?
I don't care. Give it to me. Oh, the Tempest Fox. That was worth it. That's worth 1 cheat counter.
Can we make sure to get a cheat counter in the chat? I'm fine with cheating. I just need it to be logged.
Oh, Cerberus says Meg's facial expressions are extra delightful tonight. It's because we have the familiars now. They're the babies.
Okay, if you have the title Starlit Hope. Do we have the title Starlit Hope?
I think we do.
We do. You are welcomed by members of the Starlit Door who invite you to join their order. Will you prove yourself worthy to advance the ranks? Buy a familiar from Minthork and Shortup. Oh, A2, sorry. Go to A2. You remember that the Starlit Door told you last night in Undercity, urging you to meet them at the Temple of Ulos at dawn. No later. Zalek will need your support at the arena, though. He could face grave danger if he goes there alone. Okay. Nothing else changed, so it's just a bit of a small detail. Nothing changed there at all. Yeah, didn't change at all. Interesting. Okay. Well, first of all, it's worth noting, though, that we have 2 encounters for A from our backstories. In fact, I believe we have Adventure 4 has location F, which has not yet been revealed, and location G, which have not yet been revealed, will have backstory encounters for the 2 of us.
Great. I thought you said A, and I was like, no, we haven't gotten there yet.
I almost said A. We're in A now, because if you look at
You
my
did
board,
say A.
if 5 has A, but 4 has G. I almost misread that
Yeah.
there. Okay,
Agree.
so Meg, I believe the options we have are we can use an item, which we have 89. We could use 89 in our location. I don't know if that will help us, but I'm happy to try. Or we can go adventuring.
It gives you fatigue, so those ones I want to be more careful about.
I do not disagree.
I think.
And so, me, I completely agree with you. George is doing a valuable service, keeping Meg in check with the cheat counter, making sure we all feel guilty about the resets, and making sure to log when Meg breaks, which is my favorite
It
personal
was worth
counter.
it. It was worth the cheat. Just saying. We got a fox.
We can go to the Temple of Ulos or Terran's Arena. I'm kind of intrigued by the temple, but I'm open to whatever you want.
We can't get any of these familiars yet because we didn't save money last round?
That is exactly correct. We do not have the money.
That sounds like a mess up to me. I'm just saying.
I will happily take responsibility, even though I feel like there's no way on earth it's my problem.
I have bought too many things.
Oh,
next time you need to warn me not to buy as many things.
Next time I will warn you that there's always the possibility that we will need money, and if we spend it, we don't have it.
Yeah. Yes,
happy to do this.
Yes. Remind me how money works.
Yes, that's what I feel like. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Anyways, cheat counter 2 incoming. Ice Blaze is not wrong. You could have had a single cheat counter and just said, we'll take the Flame Imp. If you would have kept the Flame Imp, let's point this out, Meg. We could have kept the Flame Imp, and then you could have just said, and we're taking the Tempest Fox, and you still would have just one cheat counter.
Wait, I could have just taken the fox?
Why not? That's a single cheat, isn't it?
I thought there was tiers. There are tiers of what we'd be judged for.
Oh, there's absolutely tiers. But for the judgingness, I agree with you. You're right. You'll be judged less.
Just take one.
Well, the cheat counter would be the same, but you're not wrong about the judgment.
I could make the cheat counter too.
You absolutely could, Meg. The judgment is going to be harsh, though. In any case, while you decide if you want to increase the cheat counter...
No.
Yep.
I feel good with the one guy we don't like redraw. Anything else, too much.
We have a whole bunch of fun little chats here. We have Quail Dan, flash forward to Meg, never spending money lest she needs it again. We have George saying, I see the contemplation in her eyes right now. She's like, I didn't realize that the cheat counter was a currency I could spend just like any other.
Yeah.
Alright, so we move forward. We have Terran's Arena or the Temple of Ulos.
What do you want to do?
I'm
kind of unsure.
I would go for Temple of Ulos just because they seem to be welcoming us in. That's where we're trying to get involved with the Starlit Citadel.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where if there's a timed thing, going the other way is better.
Don't disagree with you. Happy to go the other way.
The other way seems more peaceful. I like that better. But...
You mean the arena that's currently in flames? Sure.
No. The temple seems more peaceful.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't mind if you're... I disagree with your interpretation, but I'm fine going either way.
But if most people would go to the temple, I don't know.
Then we should go to Terran's Arena and fool them.
We could spice it up and go kill people, and then be like, oops, we shouldn't have killed them.
I'm happy to go that way,
We'll find out it's someone's bomb later.
Shall we go that way? I'm not sure, because I've heard a lot of conversation. I haven't heard opinions.
Yeah, I agree.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, you said the temple. We can do the temple. If
Temple
we are both leaning that way, I'll agree with you.
Temple of Ulos. We will first turn over this counter, and we have encounter number 4. This is where we go to the giant big book, and we go to 4-4, I believe. I'm doing this correctly. 4-4. If you have any of the titles, oh boy, if you have any of the titles, Hated by Trolls, Trolls Foe, or Trolls Ally.
Oh.
We have Trolls Ally.
Oh, okay. What was the one that we killed?
Trolls Ally is the King Terrence St. Joel to fetch the head of a giant troll. We discovered the trolls, but we befriended them. The one we killed is Rogue's Accomplice.
Yeah, that one was an ogre.
That's where we made our first mistake and then realized that we can be friends with them. So go to 4.5 instead. Beyond the corner of a rebel-strewn street, you hear a tremendous crash. When you peek around the building, you see a gigantic mass of green skin and flying debris. In an alleyway... What?
Skin?
Green skin. You have green skin. You're basically a friend. In an alleyway, you see a
I don't have green skin. Oh, you mean right now.
That's what I meant.
I'm here.
In an alleyway, you see a Wrathborn noble stumbling about in colorful tights and scarves. When they stabilize themselves against the wall, you recognize Crete, whose countenance has transformed since you last... Wait, sorry, I went to the wrong space. My bad. When you peek around the building, you see a gigantic mass of green skin and flying debris. Here are Urka and Songak, two giant trolls you recognize from Jolev, tearing apart the street around them, doing as much damage as they can. You cry out in surprise, they turn their attention to you. The trolls seem delighted to see you and stop their destruction to approach you with open arms. Urka reaches into a large leather sack and pulls out some of the loot they've gathered. She hands you some coin and the trolls linger for a moment. Songak points to Grintaker, the sword they gave you in the shadowy cave near Jolev. She smiles, trusting that you've put their weapon to good use since they saw you last. The trolls bid you farewell and return to the destruction of Sabek. Gain 3 gold. We're halfway towards a familiar, Meg. Yeah, now fun fact over there is actually a whole bunch of adventure stuff that I didn't really read there. Not bad stuff. It's just each of those, like, that whole story block I just read kept saying, if you have this, do this. If you have this, do this. Basically, it was directing us down a tiered path depending on whether we had Hated by Trolls, Trolls Foe, or Trolls Ally. So that was very guided. It wasn't like, if you have any of these. It was very guided. Okay. Are we good to go? So we are here, Temple of Ulos. We now go back to our encounter book. And we can remove encounter token 4. Put that back over here. Dun 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 dun. We are in...
Wait, did we do the road encounter part?
We did. That was the road encounter. It was just
Okay.
a tier. There's no
Gotcha.
options. Sometimes there's options, but because we had already done stuff, it's just like, hey, you found your friends. They're looting.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some of the money that they're looting. So basically, it's
Lucky
basically
ducky.
cheating. Yeah.
It's basically cheating.
You think about it. Like, what's the difference if we had taken a familiar and we had stolen versus if we get stolen money from the game and take the familiar? Does it matter?
You know, I guess that's a question about real life, and it matters like where you shop at and where you spend your money to, and
All excellent hypothetical questions to ask.
slippery slope.
If you have the keyword, we don't have keywords. If you have both of the titles, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work here. If you have the title Masic's Spite, do we have that? We have Mola's Contempt, Masic's
I think we
Esteem.
do.
We have Mola's Respect, not Mola's Contempt.
We just have his esteem.
Yeah, we don't have those. If you have the title Starlit Devil or Starlit Hope. We have Starlit Hope, not Starlit
Yes.
Devil. Okay, so we have Starlit Hope. Continue reading. Fine. Built long before the strife between Nalos and the Dragul, the wide columns and domed ceiling of this temple enclose a massive sanctuary populated with statues of many gods of every race in Ulos. Flames will burn before the Nalos gods, while the Dragul gods rest in darkness, their effigies neglected. Standing atop a platform in the center of the sanctuary is the dragon kin called Masic, a member of the Starlit Door. Behind him, through the temple's columns, you see the rift in the sky creeping downwards towards Sabik Palace. Yes, says Masic, noting the rift. King Tern has opened a rift to Afril, plane of knowledge. Let's hope he gets lost there. Masic calls you forward and welcomes you with open arms. Do you have it, he asks. Did you find the secret of the library? Record the keyword Defiant and Temple, Meg. Defiant?
Defiant and Temple.
Yes, 2 separate keywords.
Okay.
Okay. My keyword section needs a better eraser. If any player has the Onyx Cube artifact card, do you? Onyx Cube, I don't have it. Do you have it?
I don't
Onyx
think so.
Cube.
No.
We do not have that. Makes me feel, what did we miss? Where can we
Oh,
really play?
no.
What did we
We
do?
didn't kill all the things we should have killed.
Well, it might be from this scenario hypothetically, but I don't think so. Based on the way it takes us through things, I don't think it would be the scenario. Okay. C6. You have to confess you were unable to solve the library's riddle. Masic nods understandably. It was a conundrum for us as well, he says, but look. He produces a key and gestures to the seal on the floor made of dragolium. Masic inserts the key into its lock and opens it. The ground shakes and blue energy crackles in the air overhead. You feel a chill air descend upon you. In the dragolium chamber below, you find a large sphere on a pedestal. Masic quickly tucks it into a dragolium chainmail sack. This is the Eye of Ulos, says Masic. It opens a rift to Ictel, Plane of Frost. We must take it to the Brinzer Wall to aid Azima's return. Masic embraces you. I have a favor to ask, he continues. There's a dragolium chest in Sabik's palace, the contents of which will be valuable to us. As Kingsguard, you can gain entry. You nod in agreement. Masic wishes you good luck before leaving. Alone in the sanctuary, you find a focusing lens at the base of the idol of Kint, Satyr god of wine. It seems someone was studying this idol closely. Reveal discovery card 76. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of things going on. I feel like we're being recruited for all kinds of bad things, but we have a discovery card 76, and it's a focusing lens, also requiring a stamina to use.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, Meg, we can start making choices. Because now we have two items, and we have a location. We can play around with things, we can keep traveling.
I still say keep traveling. I don't think these items are meant for this place, but...
What about the focusing lens? Do we want to go ahead and use the focusing lens to look at the thingy?
No.
Okay.
I really don't. I think the pry iron's gonna... I think, like, you know, like with the thing that we threw, like, we knew.
Yeah.
I feel like something's gonna happen and we know.
I don't disagree with you. I just find this game fascinating. Like, the degree of stuff that you can explore and interact with and won't and will. There's a lot going on in this game.
We have to get a familiar. Okay, after that, I don't care what we do.
Excellent. I agree with you. The jackalope is delightful. Anyways, shall we keep going? So now we have a choice. We can go to Terran's Arena, which will go straight there, or we can go to the Palace Gates.
I'm open to either. I'm open to suggestions.
Terran's Arena is on fire, but like we could just avoid it entirely. I kind of feel like you're supposed to go to Terran's Arena, which makes me almost want to go to Palace Gates, but I too am very flexible.
Do you remember when we completely avoided that pit?
I do. I find it fascinating that you were like, I don't want to go there, and the game's like, that's okay. You don't have to.
You don't have to. It's okay, sweetie.
Found it fascinating. I really like this game. I mean, there's a degree of FOMO of like, what do we miss? But like, I like that this
Maybe
game
an Onyx
really.
Cube.
Maybe, but I just like the game. I like that the game lets you explore it in different ways. Like this has a high degree of replayability. Like this is the kind of thing where I wouldn't replay it now, but like fast forward 2 years, I'd happily go through it again, if not for the fact that there's always more games coming out, and we'll never, ever, ever, ever not have too many games.
I wonder if I would remember all of the choices. Kirkland Sig says, "Great outfit, Meg." Thank you. Happy almost Halloween.
Srebme, if I recall correctly, we actually had an encounter with a vampire, but unfortunately we failed our skill check and didn't get infected. Like, he was, like, probing our minds and we failed it, and I think we would have been.
That might be different, because I think people are saying the pit we would have been just, like, infected, whereas if we were whatever, he would have been, like, our sire, daddy, vampire.
Potentially options. Who's to say? We won't find out. Not this time. Alright, so my very, very, very minor vote, if I were choosing, is Palace Gates, but it's very minor, and it's just for the sake of being different. We go to the Palace Gates, and we stop along the way, and we have Encounter 2. Meg, by the way, do you want to do any reading, or should I just keep going?
I can.
So if you want to read, 4-2.
It's interesting how it's in the two different boats.
Yep. I think it's to avoid things being confusing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Are
these only the token ones?
What do you mean? Yeah.
The blue book?
Yep.
I just kind of grabbed for the book that you tell me to.
Yeah, the blue book.
You said 4-2?
4-2. And if you have any title questions, ask me and I'll take care of it.
Okay. Even though you didn't let me take care of it.
Okay, if we have any title questions, you can do it all. I'm all for
No,
this.
I want to help you. That's what I was saying. Gosh. Why are we fighting tonight? Adventure 4-2. If you have any title... Okay, if you have the titles Lady Amelia's Sorrow, Lady Amelia's Secret, Corinna's Pyre, or Secret Corpse.
We have Secret Corpse.
Yes.
Good job.
Because that was the one where we were like, we didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a little guilty about it.
Oh, no, I like this game. It really feels like there's consequences to what you do.
Alright, so now we're doing 4-7 instead. If you have 438. Oh.
Yeah, this is what I did too.
Okay. Okay. Alright, Lady Amelia Duntum, royal councilwoman, walks in the center of an otherwise quiet street. Her eyes are unfocused, her eyes wild with desperation and anxiety. When she sees you, she approaches. "My daughter," she asks. "Have you seen my daughter? She never came home last night." You know exactly why Lady Amelia's daughter did not come home, and you remember clearly what you did with the body. Your secret is bound to come out sooner or later, and you'd rather not imagine what the councilwoman might do to you when she discovers the truth. It is dangerous for a good lady in these streets, alone and unguarded, but some part of you thinks it might be better for you if she never made it home. Maybe I can't read without coughing. I got to the end and I was like, I can't breathe. Okay, so we can either offer to escort Lady Amelia home or let her wander off and meet her fate. Holy moly.
This might get dark. This will get dark. There's no might here. My personal bias here is I would never kill someone to protect my secrets. But if someone happens to die, it's not my fault. I was trying to do good and her daughter was a scumbag vampire person.
She was a scumbag. She just was a vampire. We don't know if she was a scumbag. You're like trying to make him feel better about it. She deserved it.
Listen, I'm fine with whatever you want, where you want to go in here, but like my bias is protecting our secrets as long as I'm not doing the one. If I'm not killing her, I'm just letting her wander off.
I would offer to walk her home.
We can walk her home. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's a con and charisma check. I don't know what that means.
Well, you have 2 constitution and 2 charisma. It's gonna be one of the skill check books. Remember the skill check book?
I see. It's yeah. I think there's more for me to read. It wants me to go to a thing. So you offer to escort Lady Amelia home. She looks at you like you might be telling a joke. Of course, she doesn't want to go home. You will have to convince her. If I think it's the city guard one.
King's favor.
If your king's favor is 3 or higher, but it's not, so it doesn't matter. Skill check, Speechcraft 2.
Speechcraft 2. We're doing a Speechcraft test over here, because Meg is more ethical than I am, which honestly we probably knew that.
Soft spot for women walking home at night.
That makes more sense, honestly, because you've been pretty brutish about different things, so it is the woman wandering home at night. Wow, now I feel like a really bad person. Thanks, Meg.
It was the way that was depicted. I was like, I felt scared walking home before.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, so now I'm just a jerk. Good to know. Okay. We're going to go ahead, and we're doing number 2 here, and so we have a dice limit of 6. So, what are we trying to spend?
I don't remember how this works.
So, we're going to be pulling 6 dice from the bag, and we need to get a purple 2, a green 3, a purple 2, a purple 3, a green 2, a green 4, and then either a blue or silver, or a blue or white 6. We can choose to spend our charisma and our constitution to draw specific dice in the bag, or we can just draw 6 random dice and hope that we can manipulate them with our cards.
So it says dice limit 6. We're just drawing 6 no matter what.
Correct. We can choose to bias the dice by we're always drawing 6 no matter what, past the extra abilities.
If we buy dice, are we drawing just up to 6?
We're still drawing up to 6. Also, successful. Welcome aboard. And Meg is with an E, not an R, not 4 R's. I guess you have enough R's that you can probably construct them to make them look like an E, so it does work.
But do you understand what I'm saying? The ones we buy aren't in addition.
Correct.
Okay. And items cannot be used?
We can use abilities.
But not items.
I don't know what items mean.
Like your cards that are like add extra dice?
Yeah, we can use it. We can use all our cards. All these cards over here. Yeah, we can use them all.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me check this out.
Hey, Kirk! Hey, I didn't realize... do you realize who Kirk Ransig is?
I didn't. He said great outfit. I was like, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Kirk, how's it going?
Hello. Everyone thank Kirk for us even being able to play, because they sent me a copy. And they also gave me the graphics for our new intro. So for everyone that said they really liked the intro today, that was thanks to Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk, you missed it earlier. We were telling the gang how we're going to be playing through the Galpax's something or other, in a few weeks. But currently we're playing Adventure 4, introducing familiars to roleplay adventures.
Okay, so I can make a red anything. We can just use all of our cards?
Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to just not bother using any manipulation right now.
You should. I don't want to mess this up.
Well, that's right, because you're concerned with protecting her, and I'm kind of okay with her dying.
So...
Yeah, Kirk, I don't know how much you caught earlier. If you go back like 15 minutes in the stream, we really, really are enjoying... I shouldn't say we. I mean, I think it's we, but I'm loving how diverse the branching aspects of the game are. How just crazily different it is depending on any number of different things you do.
Yeah. Alex, I'm willing to pay 1 green and 1 purple if you'll pay 1 green and 1 purple.
I have 0 purple to pay, and I only have 1 green. I am not the target audience for this.
Gosh.
I'll pay the 1 green. I'll pay the 1 green, but you have to spend the others.
Okay, yeah, pay 1 green and I'll pay 2 purple and 1 green.
Okay, I have
I
moved
don't
your
care.
board. I've manipulated it. We now have a green and purple that we're drawing from. Now, one thing, Kirk, while you're here, so happy to hear that if you struggle with the decision to deal with the daughter, spoiler for Gulpax. Oh, I mean, we didn't struggle. Well, it depends on the struggle. Kirk, I do have a question for you while you're here that I was wondering, because I don't know the answer to this. You may be able to answer. At some point, we'll be adding familiar dice to our bag. That seems clear from the way this whole adventure plays out. When we're paying to draw a die from a bag, can we pay, can we draw a familiar die? And if so, how does that work? Is it a green
No,
or purple?
they're probably not in the bag. It's probably when you play the card, you get to add that dice to your pool.
This way it says when you buy the card, they go into your bag. Now, it could be that when you play the card, you pull it from the bag. That could be. But can you pay stamina to draw it? I guess not, but we'll see. Anyways, let's draw a purple. That's a question for later. We'll have to deal with it later. So we're drawing a purple and a green, which we'll roll shortly. And then, Meg, I'm going to go ahead. Ready for this?
Wait. So you did a purple and a green because we bought those?
Okay, Kirk says you can only gain it if you play the card or draw randomly. You cannot pay to grab it.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm drawing 4 more dice to the bag, Meg. Thank you, Kirk, by the way. That's helpful. And we have, Meg, we have a blue, a white, a green. Sorry, not a green.
Hello.
Okay, so we have 2 blues, a white, a black, and then the 2 we paid for.
Okay. So that's not great.
It's not great, but we could use a blue or a black. We just need another green. And we have manipulation, so we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and roll. And we have...
Almost controlled.
Okay. So, Meg, we have a blue 1 and a blue 5. We have a black 5, a white 5, a purple 1, and a green 5. Other words, we have nothing that we actually need.
We're in trouble. This is so bad already.
We have a play limit of 2.
Bad.
We can play 2 cards for free, and we have 3 bonus plays between all of us. Okay.
This is so awful. We only have 1s and 5s? Is that true?
Correct. That's exactly what we have.
And that's literally the only numbers that
Only
are
2
not
numbers
needed?
we don't need.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So I can tell you that I can make the blue 5 into a blue 6, so we're covered in that sense, if we need to.
I could do that as well.
Okay. I could turn it black. This is going to be so bad. We need to change the colors and the everything. This is terrible. This is terrible. Do we just want to fail? Meg, she was destined to die. That's all I'm saying.
She's destined to die.
Okay.
I
could turn a 1 into any color, so I can make that blue 1 into a green. I don't know if it helps us yet.
This is awful.
Yeah. I could also play cards to draw extra dice. Like, I could draw any color, or I could draw a green.
I think that there's no way.
I think there's no way we do it, but the question is, do we bother trying or not? Keeping in mind that if we at least get 2 of those dice, will at least reward us with experience for the attempt.
So this is a Hail Mary thing that I could use Relentless. No, wait. I could use Jade Gauntlet to make a red 6. And then I can make that any color to, like, give us a purple. But then it's not the right number.
Okay.
And I could use the chain stuff to re-roll it twice. So that's literally just getting us 1 of the purples.
Should I start by grabbing a green? Because I can do that. I can grab a green die. I can add a green die, and I can add a die of any color. That could help us off the bat.
If you can add a red one, because red is what I can manipulate, and then I can make red any color.
Okay. So I'm going to add a red and a green. I'm going to do my first 2 plays. Okay. We're going to roll these, and now, Meg, we have a 3. Okay, this is a 5 over here. We have a green 3, which does not help us, and we have a red 2. And I've done my first 2 card plays before we get to extra cards.
Alright, wait. So a red 2.
Yep.
And a green 3?
Yep.
Alex, this isn't good.
I didn't say it was good, Meg. I just said it was something that we can do. We could focus on just trying to get the experience from the 2 and the 4.
So I can make the red 2 a purple 2 with 1 card right now.
Okay. And can you make the green 3 into a green 4?
No.
I could if we spend a bonus play.
I can make any color green, so I have 2 rerolls that I could reroll white twice with my chain stuff, and then it would be a bonus play to change it from white to that color.
So once we're spending a bonus play, I can guarantee it with a simple play.
Okay.
Okay, so what card are you spending to make the
But what
red?
what are you using? Because we could maybe do more dice. I don't
We,
know.
we could try. I don't know. I mean, you're spending what to make the red into a thingy? You're making the red into
Relentless.
relentless. Okay, so you're spending relentless over here to make red into anything. Perfect. Okay, that goes into your spend pile, and that's going to become that too. I'm going to spend a bonus play over here. We'll flip this face down, and we'll make that green 3 into a green 4. And so now we have the 2 experience points. I don't know how much more we can do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, sir.
It's like we really just rolled the worst possible things. We have to change colors and numbers and everything.
Yeah, like I could play. I have 2 cards I can chain to reroll the white to like hopefully make that a 6. But like after that, like what does it matter?
Sorry, Kirk asked the best possible question, Meg. Can you address it?
We haven't died yet, have we? Oh.
We collectively have not died. One of us has died.
This. So Kirk, we played a scenario, and was it 2?
I want to
I
say
think
it
it
was
was
2,
the
yes,
second
because
one.
3 was the vampires. It was 2, yes.
So we played the second one, and I had a lot of fatigue, but I hadn't died yet, and I had the shovel, and the entire thing was over. The main encounter was completely over, and we were just walking around doing things. I went to the farm and decided to help shovel out some poop, and I died. I died shoveling.
She literally died shoveling poop.
Yeah. I fell over on my shovel.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
That's the only death we've had. We finished the encounter, we had won, and Meg died shoveling poop.
Yeah,
I'm pausing intentionally because I don't want to say poop. I want to say shoveling something else, but I'm so responsible and I've only sworn once so far. Okay. Anyways,
Right,
it was
yeah.
the best death ever. Okay, are we this is going to make the RPA Hall of Fame? It should. It should. Kirk, it was. I mean, and by the way, Kirk, I don't know if we said this, but we have all the streams saved. They're going up on YouTube at some point. We just need to have things going at some point. But yeah. And George, I know I could, but the problem is I know from experience that the more I swear, it's something I'll become comfortable with. And I don't want to become comfortable with it. I don't mind if it pops out here and there. I don't mind.
When
It
he
happens.
dropped that F-bomb, it rolled out so quickly that I think it shocked him a little bit.
It did shock me
It was
a
a
little
shock
bit.
to the system.
I want to keep the swearing only on Twitch and infrequent. That's my goal.
Oh, that's super interesting. Kirk also died in episode 2.
Yeah, I don't think he died shoveling poop.
Funny said, "Time doing what you love isn't too bad of a death."
Well, Kirk, we have to get them up on. No, so they're not up on YouTube yet. We have to. They're loaded. Longer story. We have to get our YouTube channel all sorted. We have a YouTube channel. Yeah, we're in the process. We're getting there slowly. We got a lot of things to do.
We're a little chaotic.
Okay, so Meg, are we resigned?
Familiar. I want to make money. I don't care what it is. I want to make money.
Okay, great. So we're going to go ahead and call this one a day. We've lost on the encounter. We do get to experience, and we do get to go ahead and read the we read the encounter book, which is we fail.
Or whatever happened. I was so ready to just keep going. I was like, well, we're done with that. Alright, so fail, she runs off.
Yep.
Lady Amelia shakes her head and wanders off into the chaotic streets of Sabak without another word. Record the keyword wander, and then we could rest if we want to.
Do we want to rest?
I don't think we need to.
We spent 1 bonus play, so if you want to keep on your experience, we could not rest.
Yeah, I have some fatigue from buying those dice, but like whatever.
Minor amount.
I don't even care.
Successful. I saw your comment. Let's actually adjust right now. Successful. Oh, Kirk, I'll see you later. Thank you for hopping in. Successful. I did not see your take on Twitch business model. Where is your take? But as far as gladly... What?
It was in Discord.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, this is feeling very Camp Creop tonight, and it's Chef Kiss. I love Camp Creop. Camp Creop is the best. Camp Co-op is good. Camp Creop is awesome. But successful. There is the possibility that we might move this off Twitch and to YouTube. It's not happening yet. Nothing's going on. But Meg and I kind of briefly talked about it. Nothing's happening yet. It just might happen. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, it would not be, to be very clear, it would not be on Board Game Co. It would be on the channel where we're anyways loading the streams up, which will be called Camp Co-op.
It can be Camp Chaos. I wouldn't mind.
I think it's too much explanation. It's such a weird name. I like the fact that it's the
For the
name.
homies.
Yeah. Anyways, we failed that encounter. She ran off. which means we got the best of both rules. We attempted to protect the innocent woman, and we anyways have her wandering off into the night. Okay.
Sad.
Who knows? Maybe she survived. Maybe she survived. I'm guessing the
Yeah,
keyword.
she's gonna be a vampire.
Yeah, that's a
Probably
possibility.
gonna get bit.
Okay, so we now go on our adventure. We continue, and we head to the palace gates, where we are going to grab that experience and go to D.
Experience.
Okay. Done. If you have the keyword rubble or cabbage, I don't believe we have either of those, Meg. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Do we have the keywords rubble or cabbage? No.
No.
Keywords, not titles. At the palace gatehouse, a group of goblins and a massive ogre do battle with the palace guard. On top of the palace wall and well above the fray, several nobles have gathered to watch the battle as if it were a bit of sport. The arena has come to us today, you hear one of them comment, and the other nobles chuckle. Safely behind the palace gates, they have never known danger, not even during the worst years of the Dragul invasion. Over their heads, the rift is steadily widening and creeping lower in the sky. Meanwhile, both the palace guard and the Dragul are fighting for their lives below. Ho, ho, Meg. Do we join the palace guard and fight the Dragul, or do we join the ogre and goblins and fight the palace guard?
Oh, let's fight the fucking palace guard. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
This is our branching story path right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I don't want to. I'm sick of the king and all that stupid
clearly.
stuff. I don't care about them at all.
Successful. I see your little tag over there, so I'll read through it later.
My cabbages.
Okay, D15. We are apparently we're not going any. To the shock of both the nobles and the palace guard, you leap to the defense of the Dragul and show your steel to the guards. Lower your king's guard by 1. King's favor by 1.
Uh-oh.
Combat. Cornered palace guard 26. Okay, so Meg, this is a little tricky here. So you have to grab 26, which is going to be a guard, I believe.
Oh, and then grab cornered.
Cornered and palace, which are both modifiers from the modifier deck, which are over here, I want to say. Nope, that's not the modifier deck. It might be. Cornered, no, it's class abilities. These are different things. Where did I put them? Oh my gosh, they're over there. That's not cool. Okay, give me a second to grab it over here.
What?
So the modifier deck. We need
Of what,
cornered
though?
and palace.
Cornered and palace. Because they're cornered at the palace.
Cornered. So we have a palace guard who is cornered at the start of the skill check or each round of this combat. Add a random die to the dice pool. This does not count against the dice limit. That's a good thing, in other words. That's a good modifier.
Yeah, that's great.
Then we have palace. To play an armor card, you must move a stamina from one of your attribute rows to your fatigue box.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Great. Meg,
And
we are drawing 4 dice because we have increased our combat dice limit. So we're drawing 4 dice, and this guy needs 5 dice to survive. But
I
fortunately,
have
we're
a
drawing...
lot of armor.
Yeah, we're drawing a 5th dice by default. So, how do we want to pay for this? We're going to need reds and greens. I vote we pay for both reds by default.
Sure, are you going to pay any?
Yeah, I'll pay 2.
Okay, yeah. I'll
You
do
can
that.
Pay 2. Actually, you know what? I'll pay a third, and you can just pay 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you contributed more in the last battle.
And I have my ability.
Yep. Okay, so we now have 2 red dice that we're going to be adding.
And
Okay.
I can add 2 black later.
Okay, and I could... Let me see. I could add a random one later.
And I can make anything a green, so I think we're already good.
Yeah, okay, so let's draw 2 more dice in the bag. Well, it's going to be 3 more because of corner. Okay. So, we're going to have these 3 dice over here, which we have 2 blues and a green. So we have the green, not so much in the black. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh my gosh, I missed this. George said, chat, can I ask a very serious question? I'm out of my first beer. Do I 1 get a second beer or 2 switch to bourbon? And the vote was switch to bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Dun dun dun. George, when you say it's a hot take, are you referring to... Oh, you're referring to the successful, not the Twitch thing. We're going to roll. We got a 4 red, a 2 red, a 3 blue, a 5 blue, and a 5 green.
Well, it seems like we already won.
It seems like we're doing decently. We could go ahead and pop that 2 red off the bat. The other ones, I don't know if we've already won.
I don't know why I said that.
So, I could turn... That won't help us at all. I could
Hold
turn...
on, I could do 1,000 things.
Mhm.
Why Alex, I need to calm down.
I could take care of turning that 5 into a 6, Meg. The 5 green into a 6. I can do that off the bat.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go play my longbow, increase a blue or green die by 1 or 2. So we have the 6 taken care of.
Okay. And
think I
that's
used
not
it.
armor, is it?
It's not a armor card. Good call, though, because I totally forgot.
Alright, we need a 1. Alright, so the
Okay.
best bet would be to re-roll the red, but my thing is armor, so what does it say? Every time you use an armor, what do you do?
You have to
Oh,
pay
I
any
have it too.
attribute.
Oh my god. But just one?
Yep.
Well, if we rest after this, I don't mind re-rolling that.
Dan, I apologize that the beer is not doing it for you. I got some seltzer here. It's great. The plan is for me to get tipsy when I come visit next. I haven't gotten tipsy properly since visiting Devon. Okay.
Ah,
I can add
so,
a random die if we want. I don't know if it'll help us much though.
well, I can add 2 blacks if we want me to do that as well right now.
Yeah, let's do that. But the other two are blacks. Let's do that for sure.
That was part of the plan.
Okay, great. So you're playing which card?
Realign?
Realign. Did you play any other cards yet?
No.
Okay, so let's start with realign. Draw 2 blacks and see what we got over here. Okay, we're gonna have let's roll 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. A 3 and a 4. So we have our 3 locked in, and we have a 4. Okay, but I might be able to mess with that too.
I can also re-roll the black. I can re-roll. That's the thing, is I can re-roll now.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Successful.
I think
Good.
re-rolling is my best bet, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, you decide that. Successful. First of all, I did not back Merchant's Cove expansion. Because I like Merchant's Cove a lot, but it's not getting played because my group doesn't love it as much as I do. And so I haven't gotten rid of it, but I'm not willing to spend more money on it. Mosaic was an easy back for me. I hope to be doing a solo play next week. We'll see.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna use Chain Helm and Pale Wisdom to do it, and re-roll the red. Do you want me to roll it?
So you're doing which one? Chain Helm?
Yeah.
Okay, so go first. So you're paying a... So what are you paying?
A Wisdom?
A Wisdom. Okay, so you're paying your Wisdom cube, and you're rolling the red. Okay. We go ahead. We got a 6. Oh. Never mind. You say it.
Alright, so now I can use my Barbarian power to flip it.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's the interesting thing. I could turn that one green right now as well.
You can turn...
how else can we add dye?
You can turn what green?
That one.
The one red?
Yeah.
But we need the one red.
We need both.
Yes.
So if you can add dye, you don't know what color you can add?
So I've only spent one card. I can spend a card to add a random.
Do you want to do that, and then if we, let's not, and then maybe I'll change the color if we have to?
I'm certainly not averse to it. Alternatively, can you change the color of a blue? Oh, I got this, Meg. If we do an extra card play, I got this.
I can make anything green.
Okay. So here's... so I think I can do it if I do the extra card play on my own. Because I can spend the Tower Shield to lower the 3 blue into a 1, and then I can turn a 1 into any color.
There you go.
So I'll go ahead, and I only played one card so far, so I'll spend the Tower Shield first to go ahead and make that blue a 1, and then I'll spend the Stalwart along with a bonus play to make that 1 into an A color, and we have just defeated the guard in round 1.
So easy.
Okay, guess what we got from that, Meg? 2 experience.
Was your thing, armor?
That's an excellent question that I should look up. It's almost like
it's not that big of a deal.
I know. I just assume I cheat all the time if you're not here. No, they're not. They're not armors.
Okay, good.
Okay. Fine. So your cards both go back to you. That's not true. Realign is in your spent pile until we rest. And we have successfully killed the Palace Guard. I'll put these modifiers off to the side, and I'll sort them properly later. Okay. Palace Guard as well will go off to the side and be sorted properly later. And that is our encounter. All the cards go back.
Did you give us all of... What? Did you give us all the things? The 2 gold and the 2 experience?
Yeah, I did indeed. Okay.
Did you just say that, and then I asked if you did it?
Yes. Yes, that has happened. Okay, I have to pause to, question that. It's the balance of trying to play and respond to chat and engage with you and do all the things right.
You're doing great.
Doing great. Speaking of responding to chat, observation from Srubme. There's so many
Oh
things.
my
Okay, let's
gosh.
successful first. Successful first. I think I might be too tired to go to game night tomorrow, so tired of being displaced after the hurricane. I'm sorry, successful. That really sucks. I can't imagine. I just need some
Yeah.
home time. AC broke with a power surge, and thankfully wife's work let us borrow some portable AC. I'm really sorry, successful.
That's insane.
Yeah. Srubme.
The AC on top of that?
Yeah, it's tough. Srubme's pointed out, observation, watching Gloomhaven is always fun, but chat is more active on RPA nights. I think it's because there are more opportunities for chat to respond to decisions Alex and Meg make. Yes, it does move slower, the nature of the game. Yeah.
Yeah. We even missed some stuff. But it seems more chit chat.
Okay. I love, Meg, I love all of us here, okay?
Oh, it's so much fun!
Do you see George? George is saying successful. If you need anything, please let us know, we can help. Like, it's Olive Garden, Meg. It's Olive Garden.
You motherfucker.
She's not.
That's not even a funny joke. Guys, we're having that reaction because I said that on a group call with Alex and Devin today, and no one laughed and no one thought it was funny. And now Alex is saying it like he's trying to make fetch happen.
I didn't even get it. And Devin's like, yeah, I don't get the reference either. And then Meg explained it, and we were like, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. And then we moved on.
It's when you're family.
Oh, we do have to lower our what's it called? Our King's Favor again. So if you want to lower that one more.
Is that what just happened?
I think it happened before the combat. I didn't just
Then
mark it.
we should have only lowered it once.
I think we've lowered it twice this scenario.
No. Only just now.
Are you
I
sure?
I promise. I've been doing it. Ask chat.
Chat, when did we lower the King's Favor? Like, I don't think we just lowered it. I think we lowered it before.
No, we just lowered it. And also, chat, who do you think is usually right with picking up on a specific thing about the game state? Just saying. Just saying. Who would you trust on your gut instincts anyway?
I don't believe it. Chat, let us know so we can go back. Like, if you can go back 5 minutes in chat, you'd in theory see it. Defiant Temple, otherwise C6. Reveal discovery card 76. Use an item. We kept going to the palace
successful.
gates.
I understand wanting to stay at home. Home is my favorite place, and I never want to leave. And I traveled so much in August that it like burnt me out. I hated it by the end. It was fine.
There's no way this is the first one.
I swear I'm telling you, I know.
This doesn't make sense. We just did it. Adventure 430.
I have the X marked from before we
Okay.
started the scenario,
I
and
know
we're
that.
only supposed to be one down.
I'm gonna agree with you right now, but I'll watch it back after and chat later. Okay. Anyways.
Alex!
Well, there's no way I just moved that. We just had this encounter. I'm pretty sure that was moved down before.
No. I love how you just like can't believe me that you're like, all signs point to choose right. I will have to watch the video later.
It's just my recollection of the scenario. I'm so sure it was earlier. But either way, okay. D15, corner palace guard. You route the palace guard and can enter the palace. D17. Okay. D17. With the Dragul beside you, you sweep away the palace guard, toss them into the moat as the nobles above boo and jeer. As you're about to enter the palace together, a wave of dizziness sweeps over you. The rift in the sky above opens wide and races downward, splitting into the palace itself. The nobles scream and run wildly. Strange, translucent grey figures walk from this rift in the sky and onto the palace grounds. The goblins and ogre make a quick retreat, leaving the palace and its ever-widening rift behind. This crackling gap between the worlds is held open by an object from another plane. There must be an item of great power nearby. These are these people. These people over here. They're wandering in.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Should we use the focusing lens now?
I'm certainly open to it. I'll happily give up
There must be
on...
something nearby. Did we have the opportunity to rest after that battle?
We have an opportunity to rest right now.
I think like maybe we should do that.
Let's go ahead and rest before we do anything stupid. I agree. So, we're going to flip our rest token, and we're going to go ahead and expend experience. Now, Meg, if you recall, the more experience we expend, the more dice we can roll. I'm fine only expending one experience, but it's up to you.
So, and you roll a die and you take off that much fatigue, but you fill all of your things no matter what?
Correct.
Yeah, one die is fine, whatever.
So, one experience is being removed. Grab one die from your own bag and roll it. I'm going to grab one die from my own bag and roll it.
We each roll for ourselves?
Yep, I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1! This is horrible!
Well, you still refill all your stuff. And I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and refill all our stats.
I'm gonna die.
No. And at least if you die, it won't be because you're shoveling poop. So there's that.
You don't know that though.
At least if you die, there's a decent chance it won't be because you're shoveling poop.
I'm
Okay.
gonna poop my stuff.
Okay, but more importantly, you get all your discarded cards back, all the ones, even the expended ones, and we get all our bonus play tokens back, which is essential because we want those bad boys.
And you get your abilities back.
Yes, we do.
You have to meet your fatigue for it to kill you or whatever.
You have to be at 18. You have 18 health currently.
Yeah, so it'd have to be 18 things.
Yes.
Okay.
Also
Cool.
successful. I'm so glad that you posted is on record. Okay. Okie dokes. You see, that's right, George. You see. Anyways, moving on to and you flip your barbarian card back over, which I forgot to flip.
I
the
did
first
that.
time. Okay. Do we want to use the focusing lens? I'm more than comfortable trying it.
Cool.
Okay. So how about I spend the? Oh, do we have to both spend it? I think we both spend it. I think we both spend it. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend.
Do you want to check, or do you not care about checking?
I could double check it. I'm more than happy to do so, but I'm pretty sure it's
That is a
both.
difference.
Okay.
I believe so too, that we both take it, you mean?
Yeah, it's always based on player count. I think that's how it balances around player count. But I will double check to make sure.
Let me might remember.
Item number. Each player. Yes.
Whose hack successful count? But you did take one from the bucket, right?
I took one from intelligence for me.
Oh, it has to come from a thing? No, I think when you use it, it just is one that goes into your
Could
fatigue
well
pool.
be. Let me double check that. I have it right open there. We have each player add stamina equal combined letters. Find that entry. From the supply. You're correct. See, always cheating. Okay, and I added one to you as well.
I'm here. Keep you honest.
Okay, and we go to D76. You scour the inside of the gatehouse with your focus lens, but you find nothing more than scratchings from bored members of the palace guard. Each scratching is truly remarkable instance of poetic verse. I married myself a fine lady, and she was a bony young lass, but there's one thing I was not prepared for. She passed the most horrible gas. Hemga. Lovely little etchings like this cover the inner gatehouse walls. Cool.
You said the board members, and I was thinking like boardroom members, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
She was. Yep. You can use another item if you want, or we can.
Oh, so that did nothing? That's what
Correct.
that was? Alright, then I'd say we keep going for now.
Okay. Now here's the question: do we go back to turns and we know, or do we head to the palace gardens?
I would go to the gardens.
I agree.
We're just gonna let this place burn down. Who cares? Anarchy!
We'll come back. Anarchy. We'll come back later.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Not
The
concerned.
palace gardens. This die should go back in the bag. Dun. E.
Wait, Alex.
Yes.
You can sell cards for how much?
Oh. I don't know if you can sell them at a general market. I think you can sell
We're
them.
only 1 coin away!
Meg, we're gonna get more coins.
No, wait, how did you... Wait, tell me again?
We're gonna get more coins. You want me to look up the
For
rules
when-
for selling?
When can I sell the card?
Okay, we are checking the rules for selling cards. It might be at all markets, I don't know.
They can take all the cards.
It's only in the advancement stage, so it doesn't say... It's not 100% clear, but my assumption would be that you can only sell during the end game and not the mid game.
Where's Kurt?
We'll get this. We got this covered, man. We got this.
Fine.
Outgunned, outmanned, outpositioned, outplanned. Yeah. Successful. Oh my god, if you set up chat box, if you do Discord, I just love Successful. I love him too much. He's too kind. The palace gardens, ordinarily a place of beauty and tranquility, now serve as the eye of an otherworldly storm. The rift crackles overhead as it tears downward into the king's quarters to the east. Screams and calls of alarm come from that direction. By contrast, the great hall to your south remains silent and undisturbed by the rift. No visitors from beyond the rift walk the garden with you, but it seems something passed through recently. The remains of several plants still hiss and steam, reduced to corroded grey glopin trails that lead towards the king's chambers. On a pedestal in the center of the garden rests a magnificent mirrored chest. Through a round spy hole in its front, you see a colorful glass wand inside, reflected many times over in the mirrored interior of the box. The royal gardener, Mindel, an elderly elf woman, whistles while she tends to the garden. Reveal discovery cards 9 and 33 and place an XP on each. These are maps, Meg. Maps 9 and 33.
And we should take the XP that was on the other spot.
Yes, we should. Definitely. Okay, I may have to move our cards off the board here. Our little market of cards.
You know, I gotta say, Alex, we weren't positive how this would work remotely. We were pretty optimistic about it, but we weren't positive. This is
Yep.
pretty well. Can you guys
I'm
tell that we're in different rooms? Or does it seem like we're in the same room to you guys? Honestly.
We're in the
Look
same
at how
room.
hairy my arms are.
Okay. A 3 goes... This is I3 over here.
Yes,
okay.
we're on Streamlabs.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. How do you know where they go again?
If you look at the things, there's an icon and a Roman numeral. The icon is the row, the Roman numeral is the column.
I see.
And we should put an experience on both, which I, again, forgot to do.
Oh my gosh, so cute. It like fits perfectly. I mean, I knew that would happen.
Almost like they designed it. Okay,
Almost.
we're not done yet. If your Kingsguard is 2 or higher, Mindel will trust you. Our King's favor is not 2 or higher. Sorry, Mindel. I kind of want to use... I mean, it's a pry iron. It's not going to help us in the Palace Gardens. Never mind. Okay.
No, we could use the glass again to look at, because it said the plants were singed, but it also seems like that's just telling us we should go check out whatever happened.
I'm less in a rush, but I'm happy to do it if you want. Okay.
In a rush to do what?
To use the glass.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out the navigational aspect. Can we even go to Terran's chambers from here?
It doesn't look so. TBH. So I think we need to go through the Great Hall. Oh no, it is. It's the dots are on the card.
Yeah, I know, but is it pointing to, like, where does that dot connect to?
I think. I don't know.
It's a little unclear, right?
Yeah. I think it is. Connected.
It might just be the cost the way it is. Yeah, I'll call it. It's connected. So do we want to go to the
way
Great
the
Hall?
other one is only on the card.
We can go to the Great Hall or Terran's chambers.
I don't know. I feel weird going to his room.
Great Hall it is then?
Okay.
Great Hall. We go to G. If you have the keyword lever, we do not. Lever. I always say lever. Okay.
I like lever.
I like lever too, but it's lever. Everyone says lever, but I just like lever. Lever. Okay.
Lever.
We have the Palace Guards XP. We have the Great Hall XP. It's eerily quiet in King Terran's Great Hall. In contrast to the chaos of colliding worlds outside, this hall is silent as a tomb. The heads of many Dragul generals and warriors are on display. These are King Terran's many trophies, collected at each victory for Nalos during the long and bloody war. Between the remains of a bugbear and a dragon, a recessed alcove has been roughly boarded up, and their words, "Do not remove by order of Terran," have been sloppily painted in red. A Dragolium seal decorated with ancient symbols graces the center of the hall's floor. If you have the titles Troll's Ally, we do indeed have Troll's Ally, go to G3. Above the door at the other end of the halls hangs an empty plaque engraved with the words Troll of Jolev. The silence of the hall is broken by a tremendous boom and the screams of palace servants running through the gardens. "Someone help!" comes the cry of a chambermaid. "The king is in danger!"
Should we use the pry iron?
Yes, we should. I was just thinking because it said boarded up.
Yeah. Now, see, I told you. It would tell us when we need to use the thing.
Lever penalty applied. Okay, G89. You see the pry iron against the wooden planks covering the alcove and pull them away. You set the pry iron against the wooden planks covering the alcove and pull them away. In the space behind them, you discover an ancient Dragolium lever. Pulling the handle, you hear a grinding sound like churning metal gears beneath your feet. Record the keyword lever.
Ooh.
Okay. Also, take stamina, because I forgot to do that, for each of us using the pry iron.
I took one. I should be at 8.
Reveal discovery card 11 and place an XP on it.
Ooh.
Bam 365 likes your jammies. Although William
Oh.
Murloc. I don't know what that noise was. Cool.
I often bring these to conventions.
Okay. And that's G89, reveal discovery card 11. So now we have the Chamber of Illusions as an option.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
that sounds flipping cool.
I think we should go to the Chamber of Illusions.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, Dan, there's a lot going on in this game. There definitely is. We'll go to the Chamber of Illusions, grab the XP. Okay. Chamber of Illusions is 8. H. Now,
I think he was teasing me, George, saying it was a bad interpretation.
Who was? What?
You. When I made the sound and you said, I don't know what that is. Was that genuine or were you making fun of me?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. If you have the keyword vanished, we do not, grab the XP. You descend a spiral staircase beneath the seal in the Great Hall and find yourself in a long chamber with fully mirrored walls, floors, and ceilings. At the far end of this chamber, a Dragolium chest rests on a pedestal. No matter which direction you look, you see an infinite repetition of your own doubles. They too tread uneasily through the hall toward the Dragolium chest. Suddenly you find your way blocked by knights in sparkling armor who seem to appear from nowhere. Push, pull, strike, or struggle, you cannot make contact with these knights, but they force you back to the stairs. Once your feet are off the mirrored floor, they march back to some unseen alcove in the depths of the hall. As the knights return to their posts, you notice they make no reflection in the mirrors that surround you. Interesting. So,
We need a mirror, maybe?
I don't think the focusing lens will help, but we do probably need a mirror.
Yeah.
Terran's Chambers probably has a mirror. Do we want
It
to head
might.
there?
So wait, just so that I know, the experience that's on Chamber Revolutions should stay on that one?
No, we should have the Chamber of Illusions. We take it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We should have a total of 9 experience right now.
Yep, okay.
Okay. I vote we head towards the Terran's Chamber.
Okay, let's go.
Although, on the way there, we're going to pass through G, which I think has another interaction point again, because we have the keyword lever now.
But we're not stopping.
I don't think it necessarily... I don't think it changes. The keyword's nothing. It doesn't change anything. The keyword for lever is if you have the keyword lever, the seal on the floor is now wide open, revealing a staircase. That's all it says. Okay, so we can go ahead and go up, and we can go to the Palace Gardens, to E, and then to Terran's Chambers, to F. We go ahead and read through F. Gather the XP. The rift that split both sky and palace divides King Terran's private chambers in two. On one side, members of the palace guard surround their halfling king, who stands on his bed with a pack on his back and no crown on his head as if prepared for a journey. He holds a jar of grey matter in one hand and a Dragolium tuning fork in the other. Across the room, translucent grey figures walk across a purple stone archway from another world into the king's chambers, while gigantic brown bats circle the air behind them. The grey figures touch everything within reach, dissolving objects as if pouring acid from their fingertips. As each object melts away, visions flicker through the bodies of the strange invaders. One of them dissolves a lamp, and its body is briefly filled with a vision of Tyrone frantically writing letters by the lamp's light. Another creature dissolves a pillow, and its chest lights up with a vision of Queen Amalia, Tyrone's late wife, lying awake at night. The figures approach the palace guard and reach out towards them. Record the keyword Greyfolk.
What?
Okay.
Interesting.
Do we stand back and wait to see what happens, or do we join the palace guard in defense of our king?
Stay back, right?
I mean, like, how much do we don't dislike the palace guard? That's an interesting question.
I don't
comfortable.
know. Should we help?
I'm comfortable standing back, but I'm comfortable either way.
I'm fine fighting. I mean, that's what I do.
So, do we want to fight? Like, I think it might raise our king's favor, but I think it won't lower the others.
Sure, let's go for it.
Okay. Join the palace guard in defense of the king. F7. You step into battle against these strange visitors. Special combat. The following combat will direct you to a new storybook entry after the first round. Make sure to read the 3 possible outcomes once the first round is complete and turn to this corresponding entry in the storybook. Interesting. Combat Greyfolk 24.
But saying we should go back and find out what would have happened if we made the other choices?
I think it's saying normally combat is multiple rounds, and usually you fully resolve a combat. This combat is saying after the first round, you will have to adjust to the next encounter. So there's going to be like a sequential degree of escalation, rather than a pure degree of just moving to the next step.
I see.
Okay.
And what number are they?
24. We are fighting 24.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone, thanks so much for being here. This is a lot of fun.
Successful says, that is not just a Murloc, but Murky Meg. So, guys, I'm actually going to be playing Arkham Horror, the LCG, tomorrow. I'll put it in the Discord because it'll be on someone else's channel, but I'll be playing that. And if you know anything about Arkham, I'm going to be playing as Mark Harrigan. We're calling it Meg Harrigan.
Good choice. I'm tired
Thematically.
Okay.
Oh my god, these people are so scary, we can't fight them.
Oh, we can totally fight the Greyfolk. They look very delightful.
No.
We're going to need multiple black dice, Meg. I recommend we get both black. Although you also
I can add 2 black.
So then we just want to grab 1 black then?
Yeah, because we should save me to be able to flip them.
Okay, so I'll spend my 2 dexterity, and I'll let you keep yours, and I'll add a black. That'll give
I
us
can
some.
auto make the blue 6 as well.
Okay, then we can just go ahead. I'll spend 2 wisdom to grab a white as well,
Thank you.
and then we'll go ahead and grab 3 more dice. That work for you?
Yeah.
2 more dice. Combat dice limit of only 2. Oh, we only grabbed 2 dice. We're gonna need your blacks. Okay. So we have these 4 dice. Ooh, beautiful. Do you see what I just drew?
Wait, why did you say limit 2?
What do you mean? We only have a combat dice limit of 4 right now, so we only draw 4
Okay.
dice. We'll have to
Yeah.
use your black to draw more. But let's start by rolling these 4 and see what we get.
Alright, and what do you have? 2 whites, a black, and a blue?
Exactly. We're doing well in the colors.
That's pretty good.
We got a 6 white, a 1 white, a black 4, and a blue 2. So that part does not help. What do you want to do next?
Okay. So
And Meg, what time is your Arkham Horror thing and where?
10 o'clock. It'll be 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is... Hold on. I will link the channel. I'll just link it. It's my friend Nelson's. He's one of the board vendors.
Oh.
He does a ton of living card games. That he usually does Marvel Champions and Lord of the Rings. You guys should all go follow him because he's awesome.
Nelson Oliver Cards.
And here is his channel. But I'll put it in Discord too. Probably tomorrow morning. I'll remind you guys. Yeah, it'll be fun. We're playing through the Dunwich campaign.
So Meg, what do you think we should do here? We can start with
So
manipulation.
I have chain things that I can re-roll. I have chain things that I can re-roll the whites. I have my runic signet that I can make a black 3 right away. And use the runic crown to re-roll the blue. I don't know. But do you want me to just add 2 blacks first?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with that. So realign.
Alright, so we'll do realign.
Okay. Then, because I can also do something helpful in a second, but seeing the blacks will help too. So I'm going to roll 2 blacks, and we have a 2 and a 3. Oh my gosh, that was so lovely.
Amazing.
Okay. So that's
Alright, well,
helpful.
my job here is done.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and flip my Crusader card to roll all white dice in the pool.
Okay, I can make that blue an auto 6. So...
Oh, excellent. Let me go ahead and re-roll these ones. Hope for a 3 and a 3 here. We got a 1 and a 5. Not what I was looking for. Okay. And you said you're making the blue a 6. How are you doing that?
With the jade something.
The Jade Gauntlet can make any die of any color into a 6. Jade Gauntlet is spent.
I just add 1.
Yep.
Like, it's not...
No, it's a turn any die into a 6.
Oh. Well, I read that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it still does the job.
Yeah.
And so now I have
at least
2
in that context.
white dice, which I could decrease a red. I'm going to spend my Blessed Mace, which decreases a red or white die by 1 or 2. So I'm going to decrease that 5 into a 3, and we now have one of the 3s covered. And so
6
now...
and 1. One of them was a 5?
It was one was a 5, yeah, because I re-rolled them.
Because you re-rolled it.
Yep.
Right.
And then lastly, can we manipulate a black die at all?
Why, to make it...
If we can manipulate... We need to manipulate white or black at this point.
So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could either...
Also, we
I would
forwardly
take a
screwed up.
bonus... What?
We have encountered both of our backstories and forgot to do them.
Oh, shoot.
We'll
We
do
were
that
so
after.
excited. I would have to take a bonus play, but I could either re-roll the white one twice, or I have the runic signet that I can flip the black one to be a black 3 if you can then turn it white. Is that something you were saying you could do?
You can make the black into a 3. No, the black doesn't need to be turned white. The last thought is white or black.
Oh, I put the 3 white that we already had onto the other one. Yeah, so if I use the bonus play, I can make that for a 3 right away.
Okay, excellent.
I put the 3 on the last one, and it was covering it, so I didn't realize that was either or.
So we'll use a bonus play, and we flip the black into the 3, and
Lovely.
beautiful, done.
So easy.
Perfect.
We're so good at fighting.
We now read the combat card. If victory at the end of the first round, you drive the invaders back, leave any played cards in your discard space. Interesting.
Oh, shit.
Interesting, we're not done yet. F9. You gain the upper hand against the strange creatures, with the palace guards melt away one by one beside you, while the memories flicker through the translucent flesh of your opponents. The grey folk begin to pool together. A larger, unified monstrosity now presses forward with a dozen corrosive arms stretching out to encircle you. Your nerve begins to falter. Find Steadfast in the trait deck and add it to one of the player's hands. What trait deck? The trait deck is the greens, the
It's
blues.
like the cards that we play, like how we have Relentless and stuff.
Yeah, it's the blue. So find Steadfast in the trait deck. Okay. Steadfast is dun dun dun. It's the okay, Steadfast. I found it. Turn any die into a white or red. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Add that one to any player's hand. Do you mind if I take that one?
Go for it. The picture on Obsessed is so scary.
See, I think Steadfast works for me in terms of being able to turn something white or red and have you manipulate it.
Yeah, go for it.
Decrease the party's combat dice limit by 1. What kind of garbage is that?
What? Because we helped?
What kind of garbage is this?
Because we helped? Are you sure that's what it says?
It says decrease the party's combat dice limit by 1.
Like
what?
On the paper, though?
I think so.
Like
I'm writing -1 right now. I'm not doing anything else. Return all dice with the value of 3 from the Grateful card to the bag.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Okay.
This is too much.
Place the round marker on the second space of the round track and continue combat. Oh boy.
Should I have not taken the experience from being on those spots?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because we didn't defeat it. It says specifically don't defeat it. So what is that icon though? So if we're on the second round of the round combat, we now get, that one is each player returns the indicated stamina from attribute rows. So right now, we have to go ahead and each of us have to return 1 stamina from one of our attribute rows to the supply. What stamina should I return for you?
On charisma, I guess. But, like, what's going on?
I don't love this right now. We should have just let the king die.
Stacey,
Right.
you just showed up to some shenanigans.
Yep. Okay. Okay, fine. Well, on the second, place the attribute marker on the second space of the round track and continue combat. Okay. So we are continuing the next round of combat. So the good news is we are drawing 3 dice in the bag at this point. Do we want to pay for any specific dice?
Wait, so we lose the dice that we use? I hate this. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm having a panic attack.
So we have 3 spots and we can draw 3 dice.
Alright.
And our cards that are played are still played.
Do we want to pay for a black?
I would pay for a black at this point. And I'll pay for a white. Yeah. So I'll pay for a black, you pay for a white. Yeah.
Wait, so I'm paying 2 for a black?
You pay 2 for a black. I don't have 1. So you'd have to pay 2 for a black and I'll pay 2 for a white.
Okay.
And then we have 1 random one that we can pull.
Holy moly.
Yeah, this is definitely intense. We drew a purple, not what we need. We're going to roll them, and we have a 5, 1, and 1. Okay, so we have a 5 purple and then 2 1s. And we need 3s.
Okay. I can reroll whites again and chain them. So wait, is a new round a new thing of play?
So yeah, so you can play 2 more cards, plus our bonus plays.
And we have 2 bonus plays left?
Yeah. Now, I can draw an extra die, if we want. And you said you could reroll whites? So let me draw a white die. Okay. So I'm going to spend my first card play to draw a white die. And did we get... Wait a second. For rounds of combat, let me just double check this, because it's been a while since we made our way to the second round of combat. End of round, shuffle all counterattacks, reply round effects, return remaining dice. So the cards are still gone. Yes. Okay, so our cards are still gone.
Did they do anything to attack us back? No, because we killed it.
Correct. In theory, we killed it at that point. If the dice spots were uncovered. Actually, I don't know. Do we take damage from that? I'll check it up after. I don't think we take the damage, but I'm not sure because this is a little different in terms of the typical stuff.
I would assume no. I would assume like our thing goes through for the first one. I don't know.
Okay. So, I am drawing a white die to add to the pool and rolling that. Let's see what we get. We got a 1. Okay. If you want to re-roll whites, now's a good time to do so.
Okay, wait. What? You have another white one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I will use chain leggings first to re-roll one of them.
Okay. Chain leggings. Is any number? Oh, it's only roll 1.
No, it's just 1. Okay. It's just that I can chain 2.
Yep. We got a 1 again.
Oh my god. And then I'll use my chain helm to re-roll another one.
We got a 1 again.
Alex!
Hey!
I just got a 2 and a 1, just so you know. Not that that's any better.
So that's 2 That's two. You played a card and I played a card. So we each have a card play left plus 2 bonus cards.
Yes, I did play 2, but they're chain one.
Yeah, I'm not loving this right now. I don't have a lot of
I really
manipulation.
can't do anything.
Anything at all?
If you added a red die, I could mess it around and then change the red to a different color, but that's it.
I can't add a red die. I can add a green die. Okay, this might be where we die.
I don't think we die.
We'll see what happens. I mean, they're gonna
Do
do.
we?
They're gonna do at the end of combat. I think they're gonna do
Oh
4
my
plus
God,
2 plus
wait.
3.
Alex, I don't know what happens when we die.
We'll have to look it up and find out.
Does anyone?
I mean, at the end
Does
of combat,
Colin?
end of round, suffer a counterattacks, and I believe that's each of us. I believe we each suffer 4 plus 2 plus 3 for a total of 9 damage. That
I'm
would
at
be enough.
11 out of 18.
Yeah, that would be problematic. So honestly, it's in our best interest to cover anything we can at all. Period. But I don't know what we can do. I can draw a random die and hope for the best. I think I'm gonna do that because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I'm gonna start for a random die. I'm gonna draw a random die for the bag, and we have
Maybe our backstories would have helped us.
maybe we got a 3 of blue. That should help because I can turn any color into white.
Okay, okay.
Can I turn any color into black though? No, I can turn any color into white. So I'm gonna spend a bonus play and Stalwart to go ahead and turn. No, that's wrong card. I'm gonna spend this card to turn any color into white. Okay, so that's a bonus play. Is it a bonus play? Yes, 'cause it's a second card play. So that we go ahead and turn that 3 into white, and we can put it onto the 3-1 over here, which will negate 3 of the damage towards us. We still have a bonus play, and I think you have 1 play left.
Yeah, but homie, like, I'm not doing much.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I can do. If you can add more dice, like, maybe, but... You can't make that blue a white?
Let me see what I can do.
I thought you were going to.
So I can make another any color into white. I can make another color into red, but I don't know if that helps us. Or I can make it into white.
Yeah, if you can make another color into red, I can make red into anything.
Red into any number?
No, but I could re-roll red too. It would use bonus plays, but I could manipulate it.
The problem is, in order to make it into red, I have to go ahead and I have to use a bonus play to play a card at all. So
if you use 1 bonus play with 2 bonus plays, I might be able to do...
There's only 1 bonus play left.
Oh, we've used 2?
Yeah. I could subtract or add to blue. I could add 2 reds. Does that help?
Yeah. I mean, I think we're only going to get 1 die covered from this, but either way...
If I add 2 reds, then if I use the bonus play and add 2 reds, okay. So we'll do that, because then depending on what they roll, you might be able to mess around with those. Okay, so let's go ahead and add 2 reds. We just need a 3 here.
Super optimistic.
We got a 3.
Okay. So I'll use Relentless to make that black.
Black, and that way we're only taking 2 damage. Okay. That's not the worst.
What's the other one? What's the other white?
It's 6. That's a red 6.
Or red 6. Yeah, that's like literally the worst.
I mean, we're down to taking only 2 damage and getting a lot of experience, so...
I could make it to a red 3, but that wouldn't...
You're out of card play, aren't you?
Wait, I would use our... Oh, no, you used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many card plays do we have? 2?
2.
That's rough.
There's no way to upgrade that yet. It's clearly upgradable because it has us write it down, but there's no way to pay for an upgrade. Okay. You stagger back wounded as the grey creatures dissolve the palace guards with a corrosive touch. To your surprise, Terran leaps through the rift. He sprints across the archway of purple stone deep into the stage world beyond. Farewell, he calls to you, and don't worry, I'll find my way home. The rift begins to seal upwards as the gap between worlds was slowly being sewn closed like a seam, from floor to ceiling, trapping Terran into another world. The grey figures collapse into lifeless pools on the floor. Though the king's chambers are whole again, you can still hear the rift slowly sling itself skyward above the ceiling. In the hallway, a terrified chambermaid looks in and sees you standing, weapons drawn, over the bones of the palace guards in the king's chamber. Her eyes grow wide, and she runs away without a word. Your quest is complete. From now on, when a choice indicator gives you the opportunity to move to another location, you may instead turn to the end. If your entire party is exhausted, mark the death track. But we're not exhausted, although we do have to take damage of that. Let's actually do that right now. We should take damage. Let's go ahead and find the damage thingy, because I just need to double check how it works.
Okay, we got all the experience point 1.
Yeah, so we each take 2 damage into our pool. But we got
Okay. Yeah.
4. We did get 4 experience. You're not wrong. Okay.
Am I ever?
No.
So it, even though we didn't get all of them, we beat it.
We did not beat it. No, we lost. Yeah. Gain rewards for cover dice loss. We still gained rewards. Yeah.
I see.
But we are defeated.
That's what I didn't understand. Like, if it didn't, I don't understand why it doesn't keep fighting. Like, I guess the battle ended.
In this case, so normally, in the typical situation, we'd go to another round, normally. There'd be 3 rounds of combat that you have to defeat it. This specific situation said, hey, ignore the normal rules and read the sequence after each round of combat.
Okay, do you want to rest?
I definitely want to rest. I absolutely want to rest. I think it's essential at this point.
Well, unless we just end.
Oh, the end? There's so much we haven't explored, Meg.
Well, it said we could, that's all. I was not suggesting that. I just wanted to argue that there were other choices.
Oh, you see, Swab me? My husband and I got a totally different ending to the scenario. I heart this game. I love it. Yeah, I love it so much. Okay, so a few things here. As a starting point, can we rest? Okay. So
Alex, the backgrounds.
I'm aware. The backgrounds, the items, the locations, there's a whole lot of stuff to do.
No, we gotta read ours that we were supposed to do.
Do we want to rest first?
Sure.
In case we encounter a combat or something like that?
Sure. Okay.
So, if we rest, I recommend we return... Oh, we might be at the end, so we don't necessarily need a lot. Should we still return only 1 experience? Do you want to risk it? Or 2? Okay, so 1 experience.
I'm fine with 1.
Okay, so draw...
I just like my stuff back.
Draw stuff and roll it. Draw a die and roll it. And I got a 6.
I got a 3.
Okay, so 3 experience goes back. And then go ahead and fill your dice pools and flip your cards. Okay.
I'm gonna exhaust again.
You might, but as long as one of us does not exhaust, I think we're pretty fine. Okay. Okay. All cards go back in your hand. Maybe refill your stat pools. Okay. And we have 1 more over here. And then we're going to go ahead and now do our backstories. So.
Thank you guys all for, like, talking and keeping each other up to date.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
They're answering things to each other. It's fun.
I know. I've been tracking. Because I track the comments, and normally what happens is if it's not dealt with, I deal with it. Often Meg gets there first, but today, chat's been getting there first. Okay.
Fire.
Okay, let's read Meg's backstory. 4F. We are doing Lost in Time. So Lost in Time is 4F. How did I even find this? Lost in Time. 176. Okay. Okay. Should I read yours, Meg, or you want to read yours?
I prefer if you read tonight, because when I was trying to read, I was getting coffee.
Location F, Taron's Chambers. This is not your first visit to the Chambers. 30 years ago, before Taron took the throne, this room belonged to a dark elf named Jal, one of King Amalia's most trusted advisors. You met Jal at a festival in Sabek, and the two of you quickly fell in love. Removing a loose stone behind King Taron's bed, you uncover a silver locket and a bundle of letters you sent to Jal over the years. You also discover a diary. In it, the Queen's advisor describes scandals and the many trysts with prominent men and women of the court. The diary implicates nearly every noble family in the kingdom, including a few incidents of high treason. Leaving the diary out in plain sight would ensure that the palace inquisitors will discover it and seek justice against those disloyal to the crown. On the other hand, you could take it with you. The volume contains information that would help you blackmail some of the kingdom's most powerful officials. What do you want to do, Meg?
So does it list out the options as well?
Leave the diary to be discovered or keep the diary to use as blackmail?
Blackmail.
Move your alignment marker 1 to the right. You went from lawful to chaotic.
Yay.
You decide to keep the diary. The information contained within is worth a small fortune in the right hands. The only victims will be corrupt royals and officials. Glancing through the love letters you sent Zhao, you carefully tuck them in your bag for safekeeping along with Zhao's locket. They are private and not meant for prying eyes, but even more than that, they remind you of simpler and happier times. Reveal rare card 98 and add it to the Lost in Time player's hand. 98, Meg.
Ooh. Good night, successful.
Good night, successful.
I hope your week recharges you. 98. Oh, that's because it's the expansion time.
You have Zhao's locket in your hand.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like the necklace that Bartosz gave me.
Yep. Okay. Lost in Time, record the personal title Blackmail. So you're writing that on your side card.
Whoa. What am I writing?
Blackmail.
Under my personal titles?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you read the necklace?
Did I read the necklace? Yes, I did.
Good.
Okay, and now it's on to me to have 4G in Artificer.
Alex, you said we would get more money.
We're not done, Meg. We're not done. We're nowhere near done. Artificer. 20. Okay. 4. In the Eye Hall, Ulos, in the Great Hall, the full body of an iron dragon stands here amongst Terran's other trophies. The dragon isn't a construct, but the Dragul did use something similar to build it. A palace guard wanders into the hall from a chamber below, apparently unaware of the chaos that rages outside. The guard ignores you, so you clamber quietly up to open the back of the dragon's neck. You're thrilled to discover the life crystals still in their sockets. They'll be perfect for Mathios, but it seems the crystals have been slowly recharging. In fact, it appears that they could spark the dragon to life at any time. The dragon could do a lot of damage if it woke, adding to the problems caused by the rift, but if you tell the guard, she'll probably have a lot of questions about why you're tinkering with the dragon in the first place. I'm going to say nothing and take the crystal. Move your line marker to the right. We're also going chaotic here.
Nice.
You extract a life crystal. You can extract a life crystal from the Iron Dragon's cranium and drop quietly back to the floor. You lay Mathios' head on a stone bench and open it with your tools. You didn't expect you'd ever get your hands on such a large life crystal, so you'd have to make some modifications before you can jam it into position. It takes you a few moments to find the crumpled map with your notes in the back. You feel a shock as you read the ancient words aloud and rub your finger across the crystal as Mathios' eyes begin to glow. That feels good, he says. Time for you to stop hiding me away in the pack. Wherever you're going, I'm going to help you find the way. We're going to go ahead and do, words. Add rare card 88 to the Artificer's hand.
T8.
Okay. 88 is the head of Mathios. Oh, I love this, Meg. This is this card over here. Discard any number of armor cards. Increase a black or blue die by the number of cards discarded. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, shit.
I like it
That's
indeed.
pretty good. It's really cool looking.
Okay. So, Meg, we are currently in Terran's chambers. We still have the focusing lens we haven't used. I don't know where that's good. It could be good in Terran's chambers. We could try different things. I don't know where we want to go.
Is in the chambers where we tried it?
We did not try the... we only tried the focusing lens nowhere, I think.
I thought we did.
I don't recall trying the focusing lens.
Let's try it.
Okay. F76.
Put your fatigue in.
Yeah, that's right. F76. With the focusing lens in hand, you carefully inspect the remains of the palace guards. Nothing more than their bare bones remains from the attack, and even these are beginning to dissolve into the puddle of muck. It will soon be impossible to distinguish one fallen guard from another. Their families will have nothing to bury.
Ew.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. So
okay.
Anything else? Where do we want to go? Let's see. So location F has... there's no XP. Record the keyword Greyfolk. Okay, we did that already. Okay, F1. Terran chambers are empty. Okay, the rift is no longer present. So we still haven't gone to Terran's arena. Do we just want to head our way there?
I agree. I support that decision.
Now we are going to encounter this card, token number 3, along the way. We still haven't done that. There's still 2 tokens we never encountered.
Oh my god, you're right.
I told you, there's still more stuff, Meg. There's still more stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The game is yet afoot. Okay, we're doing 4-3. If you have either Crete's Savior or Crete's Hunger, I do not believe we have those. We do not. You hear a call for help and run around a corner where you find that the facade of a building has fallen into the street and a dragonkin woman is attempting to free herself from underneath the rubble. Her strength alone is not enough to free her. Above you on the second floor of the exposed building, you see an unattended chest. Do you help the woman get free, or see if you can open the chest? Remember the sword, Meg. Remember the sword.
Which is Dragonborn?
Dragonkin, yeah.
This hurts. Why does this game do this to us? Where is Kirk? I'm gonna have to have a talk. Yeah, you're not wrong, George. I want that chest. I don't know. I feel bad taking someone's stuff, but I want it.
Do you remember that sword, Meg?
Money.
Remember the sword.
Money! We have so many things. Okay, yes, actually, now that I'm remembering we need money for the familiars, get the chest. What's in the chest?
Okay, there we go. See if you can open the chest. Go to 456. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Ignoring the Dragonkin woman, make sure to remind you of what you did. Ignoring the Dragonkin woman, you rush up the stairs and attempt to open the chest instead. Skill check, Thiefcraft 2.
Bunch. Well, good thing we just rested.
Okay. I'm going to the wrong thing over here. Thiefcraft 2 is going to be over here. We gotta load up that bag. Change alignment to evil.
Wait, why? Where does it say that?
No, Jerry says that.
Oh.
Okay.
Change my lemon to opportunist?
Okay, we need Thiefcraft 2, which means we need black dice, a blue dice, and then a purple or white. We do have the double black pull, but we are fully loaded up. I can go ahead and get a blue die. I'll pay for a blue if we want to joint pay for. I'll pay for a blue and a black if that works for you.
You have no purple?
I do not have purple.
Because I'm wondering if I should add a purple or... Yeah, I'll add the purple.
Hey, Sheerboredom, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hello.
I'm still curious what it was you wanted to know about me in Massachusetts for. But, anyways, so you're paying for a purple, you said, Meg?
Yep.
Okay, so you're paying for a purple. You're like low on health. You need to be careful. You're still fine,
I don't
okay?
care.
I'm gonna pay for a black and a blue. So we have a purple, black, and a blue, and then 3 random dice. Purple, black, and blue.
You paid for a black?
Yeah.
What did you pay for it with?
With 2 dexterity.
Because I have the thing that just adds 2 black dice.
We could, but we can get those 2. And,
I guess that helps us rolling them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
So we're gonna go ahead and grab 3 more dice randomly. And we grab a green, a purple, and a white. So let's go ahead and roll these. And we have a a green 4, a purple 4, a purple 2, a blue 2, a black 5, and a white 3. So far, nothing that helps us. Do you want to draw your 2 blacks?
Hold on. Maybe not. What is in a purple 2?
Oh, we have purple 2, correct.
Because... Let me see for a second. I could make the blue... No. Okay.
I can take care of one of the blues for sure.
I could make the black too, and re-roll the white.
You could do what? Sorry.
Nope, never mind. I could make the black one. I can just flip that one over, and it's a 2.
Using your barbarian.
So, no.
Bless you.
Using the runic signet, but I guess you're right. I should just add the black dice first.
Black dice first.
Well, I don't know, Alex, because I could use I guess I could use my ability or the runic signet to flip over the black. I guess that makes the most sense to use my ability to flip over the black, and then I can use the Jade Gauntlet to automatically give us a black 6. Okay. So I don't know if we should focus on the other die. Can you add a blue?
I'll start with Stalwart, because I think this is an easy one, because I'll obtain that purple, because the purple 4 doesn't help us at all. So I'll change the purple 4 directly into a blue 4, which takes care of the blue off the bat.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one card play, because I think that's just simple on its own thing. Actually, I'll do it with the green 4, because the green 4 is even less useful. The purple at least might turn into a purple 6. Okay.
Do you have a way to make the blue 6?
The blue 6. In theory, I do, yes. Let me just make sure that. No, I don't. I have no armor cards.
Okay, then let's just add the 2.
2 blacks?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to add 2 blacks. We're going to roll for that, and we got a 5 and a 5. Which is exactly what we already have. This game's delightful. Okay, let's realign is spent. Alright,
so I will use my barbarian thing to make one of those 5s the black 2.
Okay, so return 2 stamina to the supply. We go ahead and make 1 black 5 into a black 2. Okay.
And then I could actually, I have 2 card plays still.
Okay. Yes, you still have a card play. 1 card play.
What card did I play?
You played the realign.
What?
You added realign to add 2 black dice.
Oh, you're right, I did. So I need to use a bonus play, but if I can get 2 more of the dice.
Okay, so that's fine.
Well, okay, yeah, so... Oh no. I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't make the black a 6. Oh, yes, I can. Oh my gosh.
Cool. I'm here.
So I'll use the Jade Gauntlet to make the black 5 a black 6.
The Jade Gauntlet will be used to make... the Jade Gauntlet will be used to make the black 5 into... The Jade Gauntlet turns any die into a 6. Oh, that works. Perfect. Yes. Black 5 into a black 6. Perfect. Okay, that's 2 cards played.
And then I can use Haggle as my third play to make either the purple 2 or the blue 2 a 6. So whatever you think you can handle,
Okay. So
I can do
either
that.
The purple 2 into a 6. Oh, that perfect. Okay, and then the blue 2 into a 6. Okay, that works. Okay, so I'll start with Crusader as my class ability to re-roll the white die, which got a 2, which was not helpful. Then I can go ahead, and I still have a card play before we even focus on anything at all. I can turn anything into that. I can go ahead and decrease. Go ahead, what's he saying?
I think I could do it if I can use both of the bonus plays. I could just do it.
Go for it.
Wait, we have 3 bonus plays?
I don't even need to yet necessarily.
But we have 3 bonus plays?
We have 3 bonus plays. I can definitely turn the 2 into a 6. The blue. I can turn the blue 2 into a 6 with 1 bonus play.
Well, so can I.
Okay, so you can handle it then.
I can haggle to turn one of them into a 6.
Okay, so haggle using the first bonus play to turn the purple 2 into a 6.
Okay. And then I'll use Jail's Locket to return all familiar and object cards from my spent space to my hand to get my Jade Gauntlet back.
That would require you spending 2 bonus plays.
Right, I'm going to use them all.
Oh, I can do it with 1. I can do it with 1.
Oh.
So let me handle. So I'm going to play Tower Shield with my first card, turning the 2 into a 4, and then Longbow using the second bonus play to turn the 4 into a 6. And we are good to go.
Yeah.
We have 2 extra experience, and these all go back to the bag. So 2 extra experience get added
Oh,
to
that's
our general
nice.
pool.
Okay, so that's a reason to keep doing things too.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have succeeded in that test, which was, what was it? The chest. You pick up this lock and reveal what's inside. Adventure 35. Okay. We have the following. Let's pull this up. Jeez, so much stuff to go through here. The amount of content we don't read is insane. You spring the lock on the chest and open it without incident. Inside, you find a few old letters grown brittle with some time. And some coin. Gain 2 gold.
Yeah! That's why we did it, boys!
Okay. And we're still not done. We still have Terran's Arena and a full location to explore.
What did it say? You get 2 gold and what?
2 gold. It said, and some letters and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Money, indeed, Yuracha. But
Oh,
we're
wait.
now in... Go ahead.
Roberto said, maybe a board game Yankee swap.
Oh,
That's
I
fine.
mean, in theory that would be great. I promise I'm still not going to be there in December.
Yeah, Yuracha, this is a Murloc Kigu. I'll show everyone now that it's later, but it's a Kigu, so it's like very,
Okay. Terran's
big and
Arena.
baggy.
We're gonna gather the XP from the location of Terran's Arena. We're gonna have a lot of XP this mission.
Yeah, it's
Then,
pretty good.
if you have the keyword temple, go to B2, which we do. At the arena, you're greeted by a shocking scene. Smoke rises through a massive hole in its side. All the nearby vendor carts have been destroyed, and several mangled bodies lie in the rubble. Frantic citizens race towards you, begging for help. He fought a giant ogre and a horde of goblins, they say, all by himself. They rush you to Zalik, who lies crushed and bleeding beneath a pile of rubble too heavy for these citizens to lift on their own. You must hurry to free Zalik if he is to live. On the other hand, Zalik is a keen observer of character, and he reports directly to General Grick. If he has any sense that your allegiances lie anywhere but with the Kingsguard, it could mean trouble for you. Erase the keyword Defiant. Okay, so that keyword's gone. Also, I'm pretty sure they already know that we are bad.
They already know.
Do we apply our strength and pull Zalik from the rubble, or do we not aid in his rescue?
I don't know. I don't want to make that decision. Can you make the decision?
I think if we're making enemies, it's important for them to die.
Oh my god!
If you want to make a decision...
So baller.
Because you want to play the halfway game. You want to be bad, but you want to have our enemies alive to betray us. If we're going to be bad, we embrace the badness.
I expect you to be the voice of reason, and you're like,
Nope.
Stitches. What is it?
Stitches get stitches.
Stitches.
B24. You watch as Zalik is crushed to death beneath the rubble, while
Oh
Sabic's
my
good
God!
citizens struggle fruitlessly to free him. Zalik looks at you with shock and horror as he realizes you have betrayed him and allowed your own commander to perish. Once life has left his eyes, you find a shard of reflective glass embedded in Zalek's leather armor and take it with you as a memento.
Oh my god!
Lower your king's favor by 1. Okay.
We take a memento.
Reveal title card 36.
Oh my
Where's the
god.
title deck? Title card 36 is revealed.
Oh my god, I can't handle this.
You want to play the halfway game, Meg. You can't.
I wanted to end the scenario.
Okay. Zalek's lost. Instead of following Zalek's returns arena, you sought out the starlit door of the Temple of Ulos. Zalek fought bravely but was trapped beneath the pile of rubble in the fray.
Oh
He
my
died
God.
there, crushed by the stone.
He died. Oh my god.
But reveal discovery card 84, Meg. Let's see what treasure we got.
No, I don't think I can.
Discovery card 84 is a shard of reflective glass. Reflective glass, the temple!
Oh my god, I hate this, Alex.
The Chamber
I
of
don't know
Illusions.
what
The Chamber of Illusions. This is the mirror we needed, Meg.
I guess. You know, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Alex.
Meg.
Alex.
You're welcome.
Alex, can I please go buy a familiar now?
Yes, absolutely. Let's head back to the barracks, which we're going to have an encounter along the way.
That's all I care
Okay.
about.
We go back to the barracks. We're going to flip over the encounter. The last encounter is 1, which means along the way, we go to the book and we go to 4-1.
You know, we could have skirted around it.
We could have. Do you want to before I read it?
No, I guess not, since you already started.
I didn't start
Not
anything.
from retcon now. The cheat counter would be up.
Oh, that would be a reset counter. No, that's not. We didn't actually learn anything
Okay,
to
that's
change
fair,
anything.
that's fair.
From the corner of your eye, you notice movement in an alleyway. Treading cautiously, you spy a familiar halfling prying open an entrance to the sewers. It is Rose, the blacksmith from Jalev. Her cloak is covered in dust. You notice traces of explosive bluestone powder on her shoes, and you see the starlit door insignia on her ring. It seems Rose had a role to play in the cult's plot against Zabek. Do we sneak up on her while she's distracted, approach Rose to talk, or allow her to escape?
Who is she again?
She is the blacksmith from Jalev.
I would let her escape. Let's be
Allow her
nice.
to escape. 4-45. Okay. You decide to let Rose escape into the sewers. Before the sewer entrance cover closes overhead, she sees you. She seems surprised at first, then smiles and gives you a wink. Increase your starlit door favor by 1. Nice, Meg.
Yes.
Nice. Good choice. Also,
I know
reveal
what
title
Rose
card.
like.
Title card 33.
Can we watch a clip at the end of this?
It's a little trickier the way I have it set up right now, but it's possible. I think, maybe. Okay, we have Saboteur's Accomplice. After Charon's Reno was destroyed in a massive explosion, you discovered the Saboteur's Rose, a member of the Starlit Door. When you found her, you did not attempt to prevent her from escaping. Okay. We're not done yet. No, George, no reset counter. There wasn't. It didn't happen. Also, we didn't reset once. We cheated once.
Yeah, it's cheat counter 1, everything else 0.
Okay.
Meg broke 0.5.
Cool. So, we are now done with that over here. We're back in the barracks. Meg, which of these people would you like to buy?
I don't know. I didn't think about it at all. I'm between the jackalope and the fox. Obviously, the fox is way cuter and fits like my character person's like.
And do the fox.
Don't they look like they match?
Yeah, go with it. Oh, you're right. Yeah, go with the fox.
Right? Like aesthetically, it just looks better. You could get the jackalope, but I don't know if the
We don't have
thing
enough
is
money.
going to change. But I don't know if the pool is going to change for next.
We'll have options later.
Do you think we'll be able to get more later?
I think so. I don't think they give us this many cards to say, here's 3 and you never again.
So it's that you get to add a die of that color or re-roll a die of those colors? Is that what that means?
That die is, yeah, if you already have it, you can re-roll it. Otherwise, you can add it. But they're basically dual colors, so they give you, like, if that's a blue 5 or a purple 5.
Oh, it adds one of these. I was thinking it adds a green or a pink when you play it.
Nope. The special cool dice.
And is it always both colors?
Yes.
Guys, look at this. Oh, I see. There's one this one's only a 1, but it doesn't show the other thing. So I wonder if that one's only pink.
No, it's always the value shown and then the colors of both.
Oh, okay. I see. That's the only one that doesn't have it on the other side, but that makes sense.
Yeah, because that's 6 you have a 1. Yeah.
I'm between I don't know. I like the Jackalope's dice better.
Then Jackalope it is.
No,
Or is it-
Alex. No, we didn't decide yet. We're talking about it. Come on.
Yeah, we talked about this. Meg, like, I'm like just decision based. I'm like, just go with this. Meg's like, I want to talk about it.
Do we want the fox or the jackalope on the team? The jackalope has 2 horns just like you.
Okay.
What's better dice-wise? What cards do you have? I think I really don't add either, but my constitution is higher, so that makes me want the intelligence, which is the fox.
Go with the fox. Go with your heart. Oh, Dan's saying jackalope. Never mind. Go with the jackalope.
I don't want the fox. Do you make green or blue?
I just blue.
Just blue. Oh. The thing that's stopping me is I have 2 constitution. What's your constitution?
My constitution is 1.
And what's your intelligence? 2?
The intelligence is 3.
Oh.
Srebmi, I believe we cheated to get the blood badger, but I could be wrong.
It was the fox.
Oh, was it? Then get the fox. Then benefit from the cheating.
Okay, fine. We'll take the fox. It's cute. It's cute.
Excellent. The fox is now in your hand. We now have 6 less money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have a single money left over. It's going to be a very broke round at the
So
end of
this
this round.
die should go into our current bag
It goes the bag. The die goes into the bag. Correct.
right now. Just
correct.
Just one of them.
And it could be pulled randomly. Yes.
But when I play the card, I also get to play one of these dice.
The card will either let you re-roll it in case you already drew it, or draw it.
It lets me draw it or add one from the box, like to our pool, like how
You add it from the bag. We now added the die to the bag. No, you look first. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that is that. We've now gone to the market. We can go back to Terran's Arena. We can go back to the Chamber of Illusions, where we definitely have the mirror we need.
All right, if we're gonna do it, I mean, it is a very pretty mirror. I do like it.
The Chamber of Illusions. We are now back in the Chamber of Illusions. We wandered very quickly across everything. Let's make sure we didn't skip anything, because let's see what the B says. If you have the keyword temple on B, we just did that. If we go to temple, see I'm checking keywords along the way for things we might have missed. Do you have the keyword arena?
Should we rest one more time if we're doing things? Because I am actually.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm at 15.
Okay, so let's go ahead and rest. One more thing returned, and then go ahead and roll a die.
Oh, I'm gonna roll the jackalope die. I got a 4.
Nice. Okay. Okay, all cards go
Thank
back.
you.
All cards get flipped.
Thank you. I feel a lot safer now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. I think it's the wise play.
I was feeling squish.
Thank you, George, for posting the Discord link. I appreciate it. Okay, and now we go ahead and we go into the Chamber of Illusions. No, I'm still checking along the way. Still checking D. Location D is... We don't have those keywords, so nothing relevant there. Location E. Not really relevant. Okay, we go to location G, which is again not really relevant. And then finally we go to the location G5. Okay.
Srebmi says, join the Discord. George will greet you every morning. It's really quite nice.
Okay, Shard of Reflective Glass, we using 84.
Yeah.
The sparkling nights cast no reflection in your shard, but you see yourself reflected back at you through the chamber's many mirrors.
Spooky.
Do we want to try the focusing glass and the shard of reflective glass?
Oh my god, I guess.
Okay.
Oh my god.
7684. Let's see if that's an option. We have to add a thingy, but unfortunately, it is nothing. With the reflective shard, you're able to direct light through the focusing lens. The beam cuts right through these nights, but they remain unmoved. That's obnoxious.
What does the glass do?
Well, I don't know, but since it costs 0 stamina, why don't we try it at all the locations one at a time?
Do you want to try it with the iron?
The iron? Where's the iron? Oh, with the iron, we could try it.
I don't think it would do anything.
Okay, fine. So let's try the other locations one at a time with F84. Because there's no reason not to. It's free. Nothing over there. E84.
But it said it was working, so I don't understand. What did it say?
No, it didn't do anything. It just said it just did stuff.
It didn't do anything. It just said it did stuff.
No, I'm saying it had wards, but no impact. Okay. None of these things are so far... What's it called?
Useful.
Okay. Oh, wait. C84 is interesting. Temple of Ulos. You hold the shard of reflective glass carefully. In the reflection, each statue seems to move subtly, their eyes and facial expressions adjusting ever so slightly as you turn your attention to them one by one. Kint, the satyr god of wine, looks down at you and smiles. At the base of the statue is a golden chest, but when you look without the mirror, the chest is not there. That's interesting. I think we should try the focusing glass then. And the
Yeah,
focus lens.
sure.
Okay, grab the thingy. Okay.
I like it.
Okay. We have 7684. With the reflective shard, you're able to direct light to the focusing lens. It creates an interesting effect when aimed at the jewels that ornaments the statues of the gods. Aiming at the ruby in the chest of Oktok, or God of Stone, you send a spray of red beams across the whole temple. Still nothing.
What the?
I don't know.
Should we use all three?
We can try all three. There's not an option for all three. There's an option for the pry iron and the shard of reflective glass.
That's up to you.
Let's go for it. Let's try. Because that one seemed to hint towards something.
Yeah.
8489. Interesting. Looking through the reflective glass, the statues seem alive. You back up the satyr idol of Kint, god of wine, who smiles at you and points to a golden chest at his feet. You wedge your pry iron into the chest and pop it open. A shower of silvery light pours forth and fills your heart with joy and confidence. Reveal rare card 35.
Oh. Okay. Treasure. Emboldened.
Add 2 stamina to one of your attribute rows from the supply, ignoring the usual limit. Ooh, I think you should get this one.
Sure.
Because it goes well with your barbarian in a pinch.
Sure. And it's a spent one, and my new necklace has me recover spent things.
Beautiful. Okay, so we had a purpose for the shard of reflective glass at least.
Yeah. And the iron we used twice.
Yes. Okay, we could go ahead and call it in this. I mean, the Chamber of Illusions feels like there's an option. I don't know. What is it with the Chamber of Illusions? How do we do anything there? Do you want to try just the iron at Chamber of Illusions? We can try it.
Was it something that would have given us different stuff if we had different keywords?
Chamber of Illusions? No. I don't believe so. Let me go back to H84.
Then I don't understand.
If you have the keyword vanished, no. Okay. We don't have the keyword vanished. We have the keyword Greyfolk. There's... No. Nope. None of the cards that... Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, do we want to go to the end?
Yeah, I'm trying to think now if there's anything I want to sell. We got a new book.
Okay, we'll have that option to sell now, if we go to the market now.
Yeah. I don't super need to, though.
Before you know what's happening, you're surrounded by palace guards, all of whom point their spears at you and insist that you lay down your arms. You comply and see the chambermaid from the palace standing with their captain. Behind them, you see the rift still slowly creeping upward as it seals itself back into the sky. That's the killer, she says, pointing at you. She explains that she saw you, weapons drawn, standing over the remains of the palace guards who died in King Teron's private chambers. You protest and attempt to explain the true circumstances of Teron's disappearance, but your pleas fall on deaf ears. The king is indeed gone, and now you are to blame. A guard shackles you and escorts you to a prison wagon. Once you are locked in, the cart begins its slow journey to Kolbak prison.
Gosh.
If you have the keyword Defiant, erase it and reveal title card 36. We don't.
Yeah.
Which titles did you earn? Zalix Witnessed and Saved by the Rift. Let's see. No, we have Zalix something else. Zalix Loss. As you pass through the stable, you can see the Undertaker's cart piled high with corpses from the day's chaos.
Oh
You recognize the body on top as Commander Zalek. He gave his life defending Sabik today. When you reach the city limits, the rift finally seals closed in the sky above you. Your king is on the other side of that rift. You can't help but wonder what challenges you will face and whether he might survive. To prove your innocence, you will need to find a way to enter that other world and bring King Teron home. Zalek's Executioner, we don't have. Starlit Devil or Starlit Killer, we don't have. Initiator of the Starlit Door, we don't have. Saboteur's Accomplice, we do have that one. You look down at the still smoldering rubble of Teron's arena and wonder where Rose is now. When you met her in Jolev, you do not suspect that she would lend her hand to an act of destruction like this, but you trust it was all for a good cause. You take some comfort in Rose's freedom as the jailer's cart leaves Sabik behind. And that is it. On the bumpy road beyond Sabik, your driver is stopped by a messenger who hands her a note. After reading it, she passes it to you. It's from the High Council, she says. They've had your trial already and you've been sentenced to death. You'll be held in Kolbak prison for 2 nights. Then you'll be hanged. On your arrival at Kolbak, a dozen construct guards march you into a multi-floor cell packed with Dragul prisoners. Gnolls, kobolds, and insectoids lean over railings to watch as the guards take your belongings and put you in an itchy gray uniform. You receive insults and threats from the tiers above. What?
I don't like any of this. I don't want this to happen. I didn't understand.
Kolbak prison is not a friendly place to a member of the King's Guard. Through a barred window, you see a fresh rope thrown over the old gallows. You'll need to find a way out of Kolbak to avoid that grim fate. You may now advance your character.
Oh my god.
So this was all going to happen no matter what. The only question is the titles and things along the way. But the whole general idea of being captured was predetermined. So,
Well,
we now go through the
not bad.
end game steps. We have no money, so we can probably avoid the market unless you want me to draw stuff. I could draw stuff in the market if we want.
We have 1 money, right?
Yeah, and we could sell things in theory. So there's that option.
How much?
Okay.
Every card sells for 2?
Every card sells for 2 gold, correct.
That's up to you. I'm fine
Alright.
just banking the gold.
Yeah, so am I. I don't know if I'd bother selling that much, and it could be. Alright. We can now spend XP, though. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 15 XP to spend. So, we can increase our combat dice limit back up because they're jerks. That one costs us our current combat dice limit plus 5. So we expend 8 to get up 1 again.
17.
We have 17?
That's how many I have.
I would trust you almost exclusively. I don't think I took for the last skill check. I believe you're right.
Yeah, I have 17.
I believe you're right. I don't
And I've
think I
been
took the
paying
last skill.
attention.
Yeah. Okay. So, we could go ahead and do our combat dice limit. We could increase the party's mastery level. That'll cost us 4. And it'll increase our accuracy scores a bit.
How much is it to do the play limit?
The play limit is there's no way to do the play limit. The game's gonna, in some way, I assume, let us do that.
Oh, okay. And how much is it to do the combat dice limit?
Combat dice limit is the current dice limit plus 5. So it would currently be 8 and then 9. We can actually do it twice.
That's so much that they took it away from us.
Yeah, I know.
It's so rude.
And the bonus play would be the current play limit plus the current bonus play limit plus 5. So that would be 5. It would be 10 to do our bonus plays and 8 to do our combat dice, or 8 and 9 to do our combat dice twice.
Let's do the combat dice twice.
I do not disagree. I like being able
So
to roll
it
more
would
dice.
be 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay.
And that's no leftover XP?
That's no leftover XP, which is exactly what I have anyways.
And we're gonna bank 1 gold?
We're going to bank 1 gold, correct?
Okay. And we should be at -3 now for King's Favor?
Correct.
And then 3 for Starlet?
Yes, correct. And the other one stayed the
1,
same.
And yeah, 1 for Draggle. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's not bad playing remote.
Nope,
Um,
not at all.
The campaign track at the top, should we be checking that off every time we do a thing? I think I haven't been doing
Excellent
that.
question. I have not been doing it at all.
I did after the first one, and that's it. Okay.
So down 2 on the King's Favor. Down 2
And
more.
then we
2
erase
total,
all
3.
the keywords, right?
Yeah. Yep, every time.
Alright, I think that's everything.
I believe it is. Excellent. Everyone, this has been absolutely delightful. Thank you for hanging around as usual. This is currently 10:47. Not bad. Not bad as far as stream time. It's the usual Gloomhaven plus time.
It
Thanks
was
for
feeling like it was gonna go longer, and then it ended
Yeah.
pretty quickly after that.
I
I
just
thought this one
love.
was gonna go longer.
I just love the vastly different encounters we have every single time. It is very fun.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was gonna go differently, so it also surprised me, which is fun.
And then additionally with Submi saying, like, you know, her encounter was totally different as well, which
Yeah.
really just drives home the fact that this game is very variable, which I really appreciate. Like, it really is variable enough that it kind of makes me want to dive into it again. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know. That's just a conversation aspect of just managing time and all the games we want to play. But, yeah.
So Stacy said, will you play more of this? Absolutely yes, Stacy. That was the 4th adventure. We're at least going to play through 10 plus 1, right?
Yes. We're going to be
Or
through all
11.
this. Yeah.
There's 10 in a finale, but I think there's also side quests. So we'll play through all of this, but it's not too much longer.
Correct.
We're almost halfway through.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't forget, Meg, one more thing. Don't forget to mark your alignment counter. Those changed as well.
Yes. Agree. I don't track yours.
I track both just to have everything.
Do you write the words as well?
Yes.
Well, yours is all the one that's showing them, so that makes more
Yeah.
sense. You can see. I have your cards out when we play, but I don't pull out your player board anymore.
Gotcha. Yep,
Because
there's
I
lots of
can just
reason on
watch
your end.
it on the stream. Yeah.
Okay. I came late, so only got a little traced, intrigued. Yeah, Stacey, I really like this. This might be one of my favorites. Such a strong. I don't want to use the word favorite without thinking it through more.
I know we have so many favorites. Is the thing.
But no, this is a strong game for me. Like, I am enjoying it a lot. I think the story's solid. I think it invests you.
Delightful.
heavily in what's happening with the people. I think it makes you really feel the weight of your choices, or in my case, Meg feels the weight of my choices.
Hey, if we hadn't taken that lady's chest, we wouldn't have gotten the fox this time. So I think that's a win.
I don't disagree with you. I think sometimes you have to be cruel to get places in life.
Yeah.
Don't take any morality lessons from me, people. Okay. I'm nicer in real life. I guess in these kind of situations, does it really matter? Like, they're all fictional characters, right? Even though we did slaughter an orc and cook his head.
Yeah, I don't think we cooked it, Alex.
Took.
Oh, I thought you said cooked it. I was like,
No.
We're not that bad. Oh my gosh.
Well, if the game would have offered me something for it, we would have.
Yeah, we would have.
Yeah.
Your money.
Yep. Cool.
Or
Excellent.
head eating contest.
Yes, exactly. That's good. Perfect. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate all of you being here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream as soon as I erase these last 4 keywords. I need a better eraser. Or I just need to
Skills
erase.
cats and picking heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although, Stacey, the way we have Gloomhaven Digital, that is arguably easier.
Although Meg still prefers table.
Yes, I prefer this any day of the week. This was much more. The only thing about this kind of thing is looking down and me being conscious of looking down versus like looking-ish toward the camera, but
yeah.
I think that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think we do fine. And then chat keeps each other busy anyway. Awesome. I will never let skinless cats go away. That's fair then. That's absolutely fair.
And for people who don't know the context of that, though, makes you sound weird.
We probably should explain the occasional joke here and there when they pop up, because people won't always ask, and then we just sound like a crazy bunch of folks in Camp Khayab town.
That was a great one. So for those who don't know, Alex and I were talking about hypoallergenic cats, and repeatedly we kept saying, get a skinless cat. Oh yeah, skinless cats are awesome. You should totally get a skinless cat. You should try it. I like skinless cats, blah, blah, blah. And then someone was like, you mean hairless? Yes, hairless, not skinless.
I agree with George. When we eventually do start doing merch, we should have like some
Oh my
skinless cat
God.
t-shirts. Yeah, that's some dark, twisted stuff right there. Anyways, everyone, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. This has been an absolute blast. We will see you, like I mentioned already, we'll see you on Tuesday night. I believe we're doing Gloomhaven Tuesday night, and then we can see, I know we're definitely doing Gloomhaven Tuesday night, I think, because I won't be able to set this up beforehand. And then Thursday night could be a wild card. So Thursday night might be Roleplay Adventures again, we'll see. But Tuesday is going to be Gloomhaven, and we'll take it from there.
And hopefully, Alex is visiting the following week. Hopefully, we can try to stream at least once with Roleplay Adventures. If we do, it'll be Tuesday or Thursday, but we gotta figure things out at my house, so hopefully.
Yep. Well, we were pretty close last time. We just didn't have a camera that would run for 2 hours. That's the only main problem.
So we'll test it out. It should be fine. And it'll actually be really good for us to test it because, speaking of exciting things, I got shipping notification for Final Girl. So I will be streaming on Fridays after Alex goes online.
Nice.
So we need my top-down working for when that gets here so that I can start playing things with you guys on Friday.
Beautiful. Excited for that. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. We do need to figure out the audio, though, because if you recall, Meg, when we listened to the stream after, everyone was polite and didn't say anything, but our audio was not great when we were together last time.
I think I just have to move where my mic is.
Yeah.
I think I have a stand for it that I just need to put it on that between us, and I think we'll be fine. Because we were fine in that stream that was for your channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Was that from the same... That was from a different area. Yeah, that's from a different area. Yes.
But it was right between us. Thanks, Stacey. Guys, I'll also be on costume on Tuesday and Thursday and whatever days we still stream up until Halloween. I will be at Ren Fair on Sunday, so check out my Instagram stories if you want to see what that's looking like. I cannot wait. So just a reminder, we won't be here on Sunday, but we will see you guys all Tuesday.
Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone. We will see you all shortly, and I'm going to go ahead and end this off. I'll see you Tuesday night.
Good night.